not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system.
Showtime!
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready?
No! I said, I'm just ribbing. I know you're ready.
I apologize.
For the thousands in attendance, for the millions watching around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight,
Up the chaos!
proudly brings to you its
Live stream.
champions of the world!
This is your boy L from the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T, the hot Popics live stream.
And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you!
What's up, peeps? L Awesome of the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T. Hot Popics live stream coming back after a week off. And yes, we are late, but you know what? Y'all should be used to it by now. As Nick said, the first day back and we're late. Listen, it's just how we do now, all right?
We're so good at it. That's why we do it. We do things that we're good at, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. We're good at being late, so we're going to continue to be late. Like we said, we took a week off. We both had issues to attend to last week, and next week, guys, 1 year, 2 year. I keep saying 1 year, 2 year Hot Popics anniversary. Kind of snuck up on us. I don't think either of us were prepared.
We weren't even paying attention. You know what I think it was? I was thinking about this actually when you mentioned it about 5 minutes ago. That literally snuck up on us. We literally spoke about it like maybe 15 minutes before the stream. Like,
because we had talked.
He hit me up on Instagram. He said like, "It's our year anniversary next week."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh wait, 2 year."
Yeah, 2 year.
I think it's because we were just recently talking about the Pop the Chaos anniversary. I think so. We subconsciously switched off anniversaries for the rest of the year, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, we had spoke about it when we talked about the Hot Popics anniversary. We were like, "Oh, our 2 years coming up in October," but that was just it. It was like, yeah,
and then that was it. October. It ended. Again. Yeah, we switched it.
I'm glad we didn't miss it. That would have sucked. Like, oh yeah, 1 year anniversary was last week. The week we took off.
It only mattered. Did we totally miss it altogether? We could take.
I know, right? But yeah, October 28th is our 1 year anniversary. I don't think we're going to be having the stream on the 28th. Most likely it'll still be Wednesday, but we'll figure it out. With that being said, let me check out the chat real quick. Nick, of course, we know you are here and you are ready. Pop T, of course you're here and you're ready. Crazy Scotch Pop Collector, thank you for coming to hang out with us. DPJ, happy Wednesday, my dude.
Happy Wednesday. Oh wait, he needs a timeout, doesn't he?
He needs a timeout. Why?
He needs a... Joking.
I thought he put something I missed. I'm like, what I missed? Rion! No, I haven't said that in a while. What's up? Funko Bros, thank you for showing up. Funko Brothers with a Z. I haven't said that in a while. Oh boy, so 2 years of streaming. The face to face is right here. We're face to face. He sees my face, I see his face. That's it.
Hey, listen, you're welcome to play the airplane tickets.
Exactly.
We'll gladly do a face to face.
That's right. You pay the airfare, and I'm there. I'll be there.
You looked at the airfares. When was it? That same night, not last week, the week before, wasn't it? And you said, just as a matter of fact, you were looking and you were like, damn.
Well, actually, it was before that I looked.
Was it before? Yeah.
Earlier in the summer, I checked, and ticket prices were ridiculous, like $700, some crazy number. And then we checked again last week or the week before, whatever, and they were more reasonable, but still too much.
But still high. Still high for a cup of coffee meat, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Be the one you love. Thank you for coming to hang out. So with all that being said, yes, next week official 2-year anniversary of Hot Popics. We don't have anything special planned. We didn't like think to invite a bunch of people and come celebrate. So we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll have some guests on. If anything, you know, we'll get some Pop the Chaos members to come through because, you know, that's what happens when you're part of a group. You get your group to come support. Or we might just do our same old. We are going to change up the format of the show. So we talked about it behind the scenes. Nothing drastic, but, you know, just, I don't know, guess something.
Think of something.
New
we'll try not to make it too dramatic.
Yeah, right?
And then again, do everything dramatic, don't we? Listen, just you touched on his comment earlier when he greeted and everything. Rian has had some horrible luck with Funko. He's actually he's fuming with it. He's saying like he's very close to just giving up pop collecting because Funko Europe's so dumb. And I'm just taking off the gloves right now because they are so freaking dumb, to be honest. The poor guy was waiting in a queue for Halloween things last Friday. Mm-hmm. And he was in there for something, and he can correct me in the chat. He was in there for something like an hour and a half maybe, while he was at work, trying to get his hands on those Freddies and stuff. And he was in the queue, and he's waiting in the queue, and it ended up kicking him out and saying everything is sold out. Could get nothing in his basket or anything like that, as far as I can recall him saying. And it's just, it's so crappy, man. It's like, just work your work. Like, I give people their dues. Right, we say this every week, but like, I think, to be honest, I think we must just voice our opinions on when it's actually bad all the time, because it's rubbish, to be honest. We didn't touch on it too much. When you shop on Funko Europe, right, for an event, right, it's always a hassle, it's always a problem. The day when the Luffy ride got dropped, massive problems on that. Right? I didn't touch on it too much. I didn't touch on it too much on that day. And then a similar thing happened on this Halloween thing that was just past Friday. Mm-hmm. And it's silly, and something that's sticks out for me is very, what is the word, suspicious or suspect, is the fact that before it goes live, there's a section where it says put in the code. Now, remember back when they first did the lottery thing, right? And you were a lottery winner, then you got given an email and there was a code that you had to put in order to go and shop.
Yeah.
Now this gets put on there for the first 2-3 minutes.
Right.
And then everything opens up, but then not everything even opens up. It opens up partially, like they're adding the stuff then and there.
Right.
You know, and it's very suspect to me. It's like, why do we need that whole passcode thing to appear there, right? Is this Funko Europe employees, perhaps, and this is hypothetical situations now, are they giving out codes to certain people? Go shop first.
Yeah.
Families and friends special. No, honest, like I don't understand why it's there.
Yeah.
You know? And when I was shopping for Luffy, it was originally first sold out.
Right.
And then it came back up again, and then it sold out in 3 minutes.
Right.
It's like, okay, fine, sure, it sells out, and that's fair enough and everything. But then it's just, for me, I can't understand why they just can't do it like Funko America does it, where they have it, everything set out.
Yeah. Just
right.
As soon as the site comes up, everything's available.
Everything's on. Check in. They have the queuing system. There's nothing wrong with the queuing system. Granted, they actually get it to work.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is maybe a concept. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Where what they can do is with the queuing system is if that item's out of stock, right? I'm sure in today's technology we can have it done. It's like update them that the one item in their basket is out of stock.
That happens over here now. They fixed that.
It doesn't happen, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And what frustrates me is they're one company. Even though it's Funko Europe, it's still Funko. Why isn't things like this getting sorted? That's the thing that bothers me. You know, if I was the owners of Funko stateside and this was happening in Funko Europe, I'll be furious, to be honest, because it's representing the product in the wrong way.
Right.
Granted, Funko have their own problems anyway.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just think that could be, because for example's sake, I was waiting in line now for one specific pop, right? Example, the Luffy ride.
Right.
And if it was out of stock while I was in there, I could have stopped there, exited, stepped out of the figurative queue so someone else can jump in,
right,
and I can go shop for the Luffy somewhere else.
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right, but you don't know if it's sold out or not, so you're sitting.
But then I'm stuck in there for another 20 minutes waiting, but then I'm going to get there and it's going to be sold out anyway.
Right. Yeah, because that when the drop happened over here, I was helping out Nick. Jeez, I'm sitting forgetting Nick. Nick's always here. I'm always forgetting him. And I'm in the queue. And it actually shows, it has the same, you're waiting in line kind of graphic. A lot of you guys have seen it, so you know what it is with the lines going by. But it shows what's in your basket. And when something sells out, like everything has like a check mark, a green check mark next to it that's available. And then if it sells out while you're in the queue, it goes to a red X. And it shows sold out. I'm like, okay. But the thing I was wondering is now when it's time for me to check out, is my basket going to be messed up where I have to edit it or whatever, or is it just going to automatically take that thing out? Because what was happening before is you would be in the queue, you don't know what's sold out, you get to checkout, and it shows that your cart is has an error or whatever because certain items sold out, and then it kicks you back to the page to add stuff to your cart. Then you go back in line. Like, that was just stupid. So
that's what PG DPJ was saying now, yeah.
Yeah, but now at least for this one, when it sold out, it just drops out your cart, and the rest of this stuff is still in the cart. So you can still just check out from there, and you don't have to edit your cart or any of that. So that system I liked. I mean, it still sucked that, of course, certain things sold out just like that, but at least you could see what was selling out.
Yeah, like you see, so, I'd prefer that though, because then you actually, it shows you, and then you can actually back out. And in a sense, as I mentioned, you can give other people a chance.
Yeah, that's all.
Especially
if you're like, say I went for the Luffy pop and just threw some extra stuff in my cart just because, and then I see Luffy sold out, and that's the thing I really want. All right, now I can bounce, go somewhere else, and anything else in there that I think I can get later is fine. I'll miss out on that. I don't care, Mm-hmm. So it's a system like that. Like, if they have that here, then they should easily be able to have it on your side. Because, like you said, it's the same company. I mean, Funko Europe and Funko US sites are connected. So why isn't the checkout connected the same way? It should be the same thing.
The thing is also, like, what got me a little bit like emotional is, like, they've got Funko Europe at the moment has gotten too used to the whole idea. How's the chef, bro? How are you? And Nadia, I think, jumped in. They've gotten too used to the idea of part twos in Funko Europe. It's okay. We won't get all the con exclusives there to them. We'll just throw it in a part two. One either doesn't ever happen,
right? The part two,
or it happens 3 years later. Do you know what I'm saying, though?
Some of these cards are so long.
It's kind of like this. Can you imagine going to McDonald's and only a select few stores stock Big Macs?
Right. It's like,
do you know what I mean? Like, it's
ridiculous.
I don't know. It's so frustrating, and what makes it less frustrating for me is I'm not focused fully on. Do you know what I mean? If I get it, I get it. I'm teaching myself not to stress.
Yeah, that's what.
Too much about it.
Yeah,
but it is hard. But I'm slowly teaching myself because it's aggravating.
I know.
And when you work, and the thing is, when you work in areas where it's similar sort of things, where you're giving someone a product and you don't have that product, you know what I mean? You know that you have to have this product. This is how it works.
Yeah.
It's like having a menu. I always use restaurant references all the time. You're having a menu launch, but you only have half the menu ready.
Right.
You don't do things like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not. And like, look, I can be guilty of a lot of things in life, and I'll never shy away from it. But the thing is, the other thing that frustrated me was the fact that they had no sodas at our New York Comic Con.
Really?
That's coming in part 2, as far as I understand it. Kevin can can correct me or not, but the initial one, there were none of the sodas available.
Wow, that's interesting.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what is the problem? Don't say, like, for me, like, don't say it's going to come in part 2. Rather say we are having issues with shipping the product over.
Right.
Or get your shit together and have it shipped properly. No, honestly, that's what, you know what I'm saying, like. You know, like, I don't know, like, and it does frustrate me, and I can kind of see what Rian's saying. You want to collect this thing, and it's something that you're so into, but then they make it difficult for you. And the fact that it's not even, like, for example, GameStop that's causing the issues. It's the actual company themselves.
Yeah, it's frustrating,
you know?
And that's the reason why a long time ago I stopped stressing what I got and what I didn't get, because I mean, it's easier to let it go when you're into a whole lot of different lines or what have you, because you're like, all right, I missed that, I'll get something else. But when you're into like a certain set, like you're only into a few pops over there, like a few lines over there, and I know how big one piece is for you, so something like that is super special. It's like a Star Wars moment or something that's like, oh my god, I gotta get it. Like if they put Darth Vader in his flagship Star Destroyer, you know, like, yeah, I want that, you know. Like I gotta have that. And if it sells out in like 3 seconds, I'm gonna be pissed, because now I know it's gonna be like $300-400 for me to get it, because, you know. Yeah,
but I mean, you're gonna be pissed. Even you're gonna be pissed off regularly. Like if you don't get it because of the way it sells out, right? You'd be even more pissed off where it's actually the company's fault that it didn't sell out properly.
Yeah, and the thing is, like DPJ said in his earlier comment, like it didn't happen to me for the last con, but for the Box of Fun, I was in there, had the thing in my cart, and it kept kicking me out, saying my payment wasn't good. It did it like 4 times. And then finally, when it decided to go through and I get to my cart, it's sold out. Both boxes were sold out. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was in there for like 10 minutes and it kicked me out 4 times saying my payment wasn't good. And the funny thing is, well, not the funny thing, but the worst thing is, like 5 minutes after, I go to the store and use my card and it works just fine. So it's like, why was
I remember you still were saying that in the group and everything.
I was so upset because I wanted that Fright Night box. I was like, come on, man. So that was crazy.
And the thing is also, just on the topic of that Fright Night box, that what annoyed me and what was actually very wrong on their behalf was the fact that was only stateside.
Yeah, like what happened to the European drop? I mean, I know.
You know what I mean? And then they ended up dropping the 2 Freddies that were in there, the mascots, the Hannibal and the other guy. I don't know who the other guy is.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the 2 that Rian wanted to get, but they kicked him out. You know? And the thing is, like, it's kind of like it's not like they don't see the Facebook posts and that sort of thing. If they don't, then they're really ignorant, in my opinion. You know, and if it's a common person like me saying that, then you got to know it's trouble. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I've seen in certain Facebook groups and on Instagram pictures of people who have like 5, 6, 7. One picture, a guy had like 20 boxes on his porch of the Fright Night box. I'm like, how do you get 20? I mean, gaming the system and getting like 3 or 4, you could have had your laptop going, your phone going, you know, if you can work it, yeah. But to get 20 of them, now you know that's a bot of some kind. Like how you get 20? And that, like you said, that makes it bad. It's secondhand market. The flippers are making a killing out there of some of this stuff. And it's just frustrating for collectors, you know?
And I understand where DPJ is coming from there
too, but you know,
I understand where he's coming from. But I mean, if you're not going to sell things properly somewhere, it's never going to get popular enough. Yeah. I know in Ireland itself, it's not very, very popular, the sodas and things, but it's only gradually making into the market here, into the stores and stuff.
Right.
For the longest time, we could only get sodas from one company, and that was Funko Europe themselves, and before that was an Australian company. So it wasn't really around here.
Yeah, and the box was still like.
And now they're starting to make it more. They're starting to make it more available here. Yeah. Most of the retailer stores in Ireland themselves sell it now.
Yeah,
you know, and it's becoming very popular.
Yeah, the box would have sold out regardless, even with the sodas in it, because people would have wanted the pops, and they're all Freddy's. And the thing is, like Funko sodas, when they first dropped here, they weren't as popular. They grew gradually to where it came to a point. It came to a point where you couldn't even find them in stores. Because I remember when they first came out, I used to see them in stores. Oh, okay, they're cool, but I didn't want them. Then they finally blew up to where I couldn't even walk into a store and find them at all. And now it's like kind of hit or miss depending on how many they produce, if I see some of them in the store or not. So, you know, you got to give people a chance. I mean, I know they're not as popular over there, but if that's the case, number one, don't make so many international ones. Like if you have a 10,000 piece US drop of the Hulk, okay, do like a 5,000 piece international drop. Why you have to match 10,000 to 10,000? Like, no, they're not as popular over there. Like,
yeah, but I mean, even so, like, even do this. Hey, have the 5,000 in the US and then have 10,000 in Europe this side at one stage. You know, switch it around. Because at the end of the day, though, Chase finally got his internet back.
Yay! He's back.
He's back. I see Little K dropped in the chat there as well.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's
the thing is, like, you guys get the international cans that side as well in your shops. So it's like, what's the point anyway? You know what I mean? Like,
that's why the thing with the sodas, the only thing I could think of why they have to do this international version has to be something to do with some type of international licensing or something like that. That's the only reason.
Also, obviously, in regards to the actual count of the sodas itself, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But like the whole thing is, when going to DP, Jkl, thing about not being popular, it still goes back to where it's going to get sold in the US anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not making money on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know, like, for example, for the longest of time, the special edition sticker was known as the rest of the world sticker besides the USA.
Yeah, basically.
Do you know what I mean? It was kind of like, in a sense, it was kind of like the Europe part, you know?
What the hell is dumping?
But now I kind of see more special edition stickers on my followers and the people I follow who are in America. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I look at Fabian, I see when he buys Pops, he posted special edition stickers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And a lot of other people when they buy Pops, especially edition stickers.
Yeah. I used to see special edition stickers in the store and just assume that they were just regular stickers until I found out that was, those are international stickers. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I see them in GameStop all the time.
But yeah, that's like, it's not like, honestly, guys, like, I know we used back the first night after a week's break and everything. It's not like we're negative. It's just, unfortunately, that, in my opinion, I feel like they drew my pistol for me. You know what I mean?
Well,
by the actions themselves, you know what I mean?
And the thing, like, at New York Comic Con, people, do y'all hear thumping? Do you hear something thumping?
Yeah, I hear it in mine.
Yeah, I hear it in my headphones, but I want to know if the chat can hear it. Can you guys hear that, or is that just us? Because I don't know what the hell that is.
It kind of sounds like an accelerated heartbeat, doesn't it?
Yeah. It just came out of nowhere. I was like,
hey, listen, is that your paranormal activity shit? That you
I know, right? I got weird stuff happening in my house today. What is that? Okay, I don't think that's us. All right.
Crazy, yes. I wonder if it's one of my mics or something.
Oh, you can hear it? Okay, so that's definitely, it's one of my mics. Hold on, let's
I think that's the only thing I can think of it being.
Let me see if it's okay.
Al's place is haunted, yo.
I know.
Listen, I wish I wasn't too lazy to make T-shirts. That would be awesome. Al's place is haunted, yo.
It's got. Listen, guys. Right before we came on, I was watching something about Paranormal Activity, right? Then we're sitting here, we're talking backstage about stuff, and then I start hearing stuff in my kitchen. My kitchen's literally right here. And Kate can attest to it. Kitchen's right here. I cooked about an hour and a half ago, ate, and I'm hearing stuff moving around in my kitchen. I'm like, I can literally see in my kitchen. There's nothing in there. I'm like, is there a mouse in here now? Do I have mice? Because I don't have like mice in my house. So I'm like, all right. And Kate can attest to that too. She know I don't do bugs. I don't do mice. So I'm like, what the hell is moving around in my kitchen? I don't see nothing. I don't hear nothing. Now all of a sudden I got beeping, thumping in my headphones. That who you gonna call? Yeah, it's like, and the funny thing is, I was thinking about getting that Ghostbusters game. They have a Ghostbusters game. I forgot what it's called, Spirits Unleashed or something, where you kind of play as a new Ghostbuster. It looks fun. I'm like, oh, I might get that game and stream it. Not now. I got all types of paranormal activity happening. Hold on, let me jump out and jump back in.
I really wonder what it is.
I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna take you out. Yep, it's you, bro. It's you.
What? It's me.
Yeah,
Okay.
when I take you out, it goes away.
Really? Okay,
Something
let me
like
unplug my. Oh, damn mic.
Yeah,
It's me.
it just came out of nowhere, though. What is that? Only if he could do.
Okay, can you hear me?
my dude. Yeah, I hear you.
You can hear me again nicely, right?
Oh wait,
Oh,
start.
there's the back again.
Okay, it went away.
Let's finish.
Yeah,
Oh no.
something in your wire or something. Uh-oh. Did you just get that,
that's me.
Mike? Oh, boy.
I did. Okay, well, not just recently, but like
Not just, but it's new, relatively
it's
new.
still. Okay.
Oh God! Thank
Okay,
you
it's gone.
guys
Okay.
for bearing with us. Technical difficulties.
I think you know what it's because Chase finally got his internet back. I'm blaming Chase. Chase
Yeah,
fault.
right. That's when it came when we started talking about Chase. That's a twist indeed. It was coming from
were so
Rick's house all along.
we were so heated about Funko Europe that we didn't even notice the intense heartbeat happening.
Oh boy! All
Yo,
right,
my
guys.
mic's got feelings too, bro.
Why y'all always hating on Funko? I like it. The Irish ghost. They sure are.
That's racist,
Oh,
man. You can't
boy.
say Irish ghost like that.
Oh boy.
No, stop.
Oh gosh. All right, guys. Yeah, that's what it was.
I've calmed down now.
You forgot to turn off your heart rate monitor. That's what was going on. Oh God. All right, guys.
I'm gonna rage in a few moments again. You'll see.
Get into some recent Funko news and stuff. You know how we do. We're going to talk about some stuff. Damn, I forgot to put up the banner.
So, shall we do some chat interaction at the same time? I thought of this just a few seconds ago.
Sure. What do you want to do?
Throw it up in there, right? In the thing. What is your top line? And I swear to God, if all of you say Star Wars, I'm going to be pissed off. Okay?
I doubt everyone's top line is Star Wars. My top line is Star Wars.
We'll see.
I'll definitely
just
put that.
throw while we're going through these pictures and stuff. Obviously, if it's a new pop, we'll do our usual. Was it pass or pay? What did we say?
Pay or pass? Yes.
Pay or pass. Okay.
Pay or pass.
But at the same time, while we're looking through it, hit us up. What's your line, boys and girls?
Yes. I don't remember where we ended off at. I believe
I think the Maleficent, isn't it?
Right. We talked about that.
I think the Maleficent.
Maleficent dropped.
We were waiting for that.
Right. Of course.
And Jeffrey 2-pack. We spoke about the Star Wars retro comic book cover.
Yeah, we talked about that.
We didn't
dropping.
We didn't talk about that Joker comic cover that you got there.
Joker comic cover.
Further up. One more.
Bam.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll start from here. Joker comic cover with him holding up the Batman card in the picture, and he's got the Batman card in his hand. That's going to be a pretty awesome looking pop.
You're gonna love that. I know Kevin's hot for that action right there because he's doing all the comics and stuff. I think so.
Chasing Marvel.
Oh, dude, Marvel. Look at the person that commented. What an Instagram handle.
What's coming up? Crazy Scott's Pop Collector said, "Yeah, Elvira is 71 exactly." Yes.
What did he say?
Elvira, she's 71. Yeah. Oh, you don't know about Sizzle Tits? Yeah. Yeah, I follow Sizzle Tits. He follows me. Yeah. Oh, these are WinterCon leaks or spoilers.
Rumored. We don't know how we got this. I don't know how you got it. Maybe Steve Casper's Steven, whoever.
So just real quick, we'll run through. I was going to talk about him later, but since it's here. Black Adam with the cloak, of course. We know the Black Adam movie is dropping.
Something I learned today via is it DPJ's Twitter handle?
Oh, that's you, Sizzle Tits? I didn't know that.
I got to follow him. I was wondering if he had Instagram. Like, I'm gonna follow him now.
Oh,
listen,
put it together. There you go.
I found out that The Rock said it in the wherever he was. I can't remember. It was on a thing. Sam showed me. They approached him to play the Black Adam role 15 years ago.
Yeah, years. Yeah. He's been trying to get this movie made forever, and they finally went through with it. But they, by waiting all this time, they gave him so much like power and leverage that I heard that the movie is good, but it's definitely not great from what I heard. I mean, I want to see it anyway, but we'll see. He said Beard of Pop got a WinterCon pop in a mystery box. I see it says Bread of Pop, but I'm assuming he meant Beard of Pop. Stupid.
Bread of Pop.
Or maybe you do mean Bread of Pop. It could be a Bread of Pop channel. I don't know.
Can you imagine? Bread of Pop. I stick my pops in my bread. Never mind. Stop.
So let's run through Black Clover. You got Jack Ripper.
Listen, I'm not collecting Black Clover, but that pop's going to be fire. I'm telling you now. Jack Ripper, he's one of the more favorite captains. Still not the captain for them to release, but sure.
Right. You got Bleach, Aurora.
Yeah, good luck.
Sure. You got a Hawkman Soda, which we knew was coming. I think that was announced before, but it's part of the WinterCon. DC, you got Hush, which that should be a pretty popular pop for any DC/Batman fans. Joker back in town.
Maybe it's Blacklight. Do you think it'll be Blacklight?
What, Hush?
I'm making a joke.
Okay. I was about to say should have been Blacklight. DC, you got a Raven pop, so that should be good. Loki from the TV show, Loki bitten pop. We saw that too. It's the one with his arm getting bit off by the alligator.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings Arwen soda, so that should be cool for the Lord of the Rings fans. Marvel Spider-Man WT and BU. I don't know what that means. I know DPJ put it in the chat. I'm not familiar. See, just did it again. Excuse me.
You're gonna get my heart thingy going again, yeah.
It might take me a minute to figure out what those mean, so I'm just gonna skip it.
Where's Chase? Chase might be able to figure it out.
Yeah. I know they're doing a Dusk pop from Spider-Man, and that's from when he had to go on a run. And he created 4 different personalities for himself. Like, we'll get to the Dusk Pop because it's in my feed, but it was Prodigy, Dusk, Ricochet, and I'm blanking on the last character. I've been trying to think of the name since like Monday without looking it up, but I might have to look it up. But anyway, My Hero Academia Spinner, we know that pop is coming because it's in my
We actually saw that picture, yeah. It's the one that looks like a Ninja Turtle.
Yep. Treasure Planet, we got Jim Hawkins Pop Ride, which should be pretty cool for all the Treasure Planet fans. I'm interested to see what that was going to look like too. Yu-Gi-Oh! We got Summon Skull, that's in my feed, so that one's definitely
Yeah, we
coming.
actually seen that one, yeah.
Yep. The One Piece, Sunny and Luffy Pop Ride, they're killing
Okay.
you, I know.
For those people that don't know, it's called the 1000 Sunny.
1,000 Sunny.
Excited for the 1000 Sunny. Big ass lion face on the front.
And Pokemon Metallic Mew. That's, oh my goodness, listen.
You know what I saw? I'm gonna see if I can find it in my feed again. I saw a Shadow Mewtwo custom. Looks so sweet, man.
Yeah. I check that out. If you can find it, yeah, definitely let me know. A lot of people were excited about this, the Rush Exit Stage Left album cover. That looks pretty. It looks pretty cool. The pop kind of looks like it reminded me of Stranger Things 11. Like for whatever reason, when I first saw it, I don't know why, but yeah, I'm kind of liking that. But you know what? It's a people pop. Because if you don't know, you're not gonna know what it's from if it's out the box. Just messing with Chase. He don't like.
Yeah, it's just like no, but it's true though. It's true.
Oh yeah, Chase. Don't worry about it. Listen, after being without power and internet for so long, do your thing, bro. Just do your thing.
You're gonna use electricity. Lost.
Of course, we got She-Hulk pops from the show. They got a lot of different ones. I like this glow in the dark Amazon exclusive. I don't think the pops are going to be that popular because a lot of people hated on the show. But a jumbo size She-Hulk, I don't know why they felt the need to do a jumbo size. They could have did like a deluxe or 6-inch, but okay, fine. They went jumbo size, fine. Of course, the Marvel Mini play sets. Yeah. See, the thing they just really quickly, they started off with these mini moment play sets where you put a bunch of them together, and I thought that was going to be the thing. But now they're starting to do these standalone ones like this, and I don't like that. I don't like that because it by itself, it for whatever reason, after you started with these put together sets, by itself is just like, okay, I don't want that. Do a pop. Do a TV moment pop like that. Don't give me this mini moment crap.
But what moment is that? That's obviously.
That's when she went to talk to Abomination in the cell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care. I don't care. And I know I'm not the only collector, but I can't imagine many people caring about that. Am I wrong? It's just me.
Like I just
you guys
like
put me in the chat. Let me know.
put Al in the chat there, please. Okay, pick him up.
Put my thoughts in your head and then write them in the chat. Like, who cares about this mini moment? I don't know.
The fact that I couldn't tell that was Abomination.
Abomination.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Emil Blonsky, but
Emil Blonsky. Yeah, sorry.
You know what I mean. Yeah. So it's like, come on. Like Chaser. Yeah. Every time they're on clearance, the mini mode. Yeah. I've been to so many. That's how I got the Office ones. Because I went to a Target one time, and they were on sale for like $197 and $219, and I'm like, okay, I'll get all of them. Like, yeah, grab the sign.
So like Peppa Pig's one character in Peppa Pig, construction guy. How are you going to fix that? You're going to dig up the road.
Oh boy, I like this one. I'm afraid that the person who sees that mini moment thinks I must add that to my collection. Exactly. I mean, unless you're a fan of the character, then of course you'd be like, oh, I gotta get it. But there aren't that many people who care about those, you know? Yeah, it's like the target audience is 3-year-olds. Like, yeah, because the put together sets, I get it. You know, you get the Seinfeld set, you get the Office set. Like, they should do a Friends set, like a Star Trek set, like the Star Trek Bridge, Friends, living room, or coffee house. Like, you could do different sets like that, and it's pretty cool. But to just do a one-off like this, it's like
do it realistically, yeah.
Like this, just one-off piece. It's just no. But anyway, I like the glow-in-the-dark one. That's probably the only one I really care about. So that one would be a pay for me. The rest is definitely pass. Sorry, guys. The Boba Fett. Yes. You know I want this.
Dude, I hate seeing this. It just makes me think about those other awesome retro pops. Can't wait for them to come out.
Yeah, they did this Boba Fett retro as a comic cover. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Come on, man. So you maybe get if he was if he was in Abomination form, that would have made that playset definitely better. But yeah. But this, comic cover. I definitely want this one. This will actually be my first comic cover. Yeah, I don't have any comic covers, so this will probably be the first one I buy. Star Wars. Yeah, buddy. I'm just gonna let that stay there for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so since Funko Europe like to do part 2s, here's my part 2 rant, and I'll give it to them on the same night, not a year later where everybody's forgotten. So this is a Funko Europe birthday exclusive. Can you tell me anything on there that makes any reference to Europe?
The flag.
No.
Well, you know, us dumb Americans, that's all we...
That's fine. They might as well just change it from Funko Europe to Funko UK.
And the colors.
Can I tell you something? And this is not a racial standpoint at all, but this is the equivalent of Funko having Funko America's birthday and then putting the Mexican flag in his hand.
Yeah.
Realistically, that is the equivalent of it.
Right? Mexico's in America, so it makes sense, right? Oh man. I know, guys.
And they're not even in Europe anymore. Scotland is trying to get out of UK. They want to be part of the European Union again. That's how bad it is. Things like this frustrate me on a level you won't know. And you know what? The universe knows that it frustrates me because it's all I'm seeing on my freaking feed.
You know why? Because you're talking about it and your phone listens. So it's just putting it in.
I'm going to start talking about $1 million and then you see how much they flip.
See if you get that.
No, but seriously though, people need to calm down and just take a look at themselves and realize they're dumb. And I'm not being nasty now. I'm just saying you can't be pushing a product Funko Europe.
Oh God!
Do you know what I mean?
I know. I get it. I understand.
It's there's nothing about that. And you know what? People didn't even notice and realize it. Oh, I got this cool bomber. But it's not even. It's got nothing that represents. You know, it's like, oh man. And now, I'm not even interested in the pop, and it's upsetting me so much.
Yeah. And the thing is, like I said, for Americans who don't know any better, we see the flag and we're like, "Oh, Funko Europe, awesome!" But
which is wrong, though.
I know it's wrong.
The thing is, for me, is they didn't even need to put the freaking flag there. What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah,
right. Sam said, should we put the Union flag on it? They didn't even need to do that. Yeah. They just had to. It was a birthday, not the coronation of Freddie into the Queen's Code of Honor, whatever the freaking. Do you know what I mean?
The honor guard, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's meant to be. You know what I mean? It could have just been a regular birthday Freddie.
Yeah.
It didn't have to have the flag.
I get it.
It would have gotten the point across even, but the flag is absolutely silly there, in my opinion. I'm not being. It's just. Oh man, it's.
bow tie is tied European style.
What did he say?
Oh god. Oh god. Rion, I don't have a picture of it, so I'm not necessarily skipping it. I just don't have the picture. If I do, it's further down my timeline. Probably showed it before.
But like honestly, they didn't even have to have the balloons. They could have just had him jumping out of the cake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's. Oh man.
All right, let's go. ET board game. Yay.
I'm gonna get upset about it now again. Watch.
They keep selling these games, and I don't know who's buying them, but somebody.
Who's buying them? Can you stop buying them? We don't want it.
No, listen. You guys know.
It's just the way you said that now. It's like.
I'm always defending Funko when they make stuff that people don't like the Bella Porch Pop. A lot of people bitched and moaned about it. I'm like, all right, it's not for you. Somebody else will like it. Like there's a huge Bella Porch fandom that'll love that. And maybe they're not into Funkos. Now they see, Funkos, and now they start buying more Funkos. It's a smart move on Funko's part, to bring in people who probably don't just collect.
Before we move on, I don't want to cut you, but before I forget it, I have no heat against the nation of the UK or any of the nations that fall under the umbrella of the UK, whether it be Scotland, Wales, England, whoever else falls under the UK bracket. I have no heat on them.
Right.
It's just heat on the design, which is, in my opinion, inappropriate to the situation. I'm not have anything against the people of said nations, just to get that clear.
Yeah, let's make sure people understand that.
Like, I don't have any heat. Like, okay, honestly, I don't like. Literally, my wife's family is Scottish, so like I have no heat. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like someone likes that. I wish I had the patience and the time maybe to check it out. Maybe it is fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the board games are selling because they're making them. They keep making them. So obviously they're selling. But it's like, I just don't hear or see people buy. And board games aren't as big as they used to be back when we were kids. Like before electronic games became more accessible. Yeah, we love playing board games. I mean, I still love playing board games, but I can't remember the last time I played a board game. It had to been a couple years ago on my birthday. Me, J, and K played the game of life. I think that's the last board game we played together. So yeah, it's not a common thing. So when I see them keep making these board games, especially the ones without the figures, it's like, who's buying these? So but I mean, I guess they're selling. The FAO Schwartz toy soldier with the Swarovski crystals. This was.
I looked at it. I first thought I was looking wrong, and then I looked close at the picture. I was like, okay, wow.
Yeah, it actually has.
You see, the thing is, do you know that people have been doing this style of pop ages already in customs? The style of the bigger gem thing on them. Most people have been doing this style of customs for ages already.
Yeah. But these are Swarovski crystals. Ooh, those are the expensive ones. They have their own store. Ooh.
Swarovski. I can't even say it. Swarovski.
Swarovski, yeah. But it looks alright.
Are we talking about the guy that's from Abomination? What's his name? Pavlovsky. Stop. Stop.
Oh,
stop.
So watch you all try to figure out Funko. Listen, I've seen online when they first came out, because I follow some of these game channels where they play board games or games for the first time and teach you the rules. And listen, that game seems so difficult to follow. I was like, I had to freaking 3-4 times watch the video just to understand what was going on. So
it's kind of like the time I thought, let me try and take up Pokemon, the card game. I'll tell you what, man.
It took me a while to catch on.
It's like 10 times easier just to click scratch on the Pokemon game itself. So I decided to stick with that instead. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing with those games though, like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering, Those are the three main games, collectible card games I played as they came out up till, well, I can't say now, but yeah. And Yu-Gi-Oh! When it first came out, it wasn't that hard to figure out how to play. But if you don't keep up with it, like, I couldn't play a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. And I understand the rules and everything. I couldn't play it because it's so advanced now. It's so many different mechanics and stuff. I couldn't do it. Pokemon, same thing. Like I used to play when Jay was younger. Yeah, it was nice, easy game to figure out and play. Now I couldn't do it. It's gotten way more complicated. And Magic, the only reason I can play Magic is because I kept up with Magic. But from what it was when it first started to what it is now, it's so hard to teach people how to play because it's so complicated. Like all of them are easy to learn the basics, but then when you start throwing on all the extra stuff, it's so crazy. It's like, yeah, I couldn't do it.
But like, you know what I always wondered, like, how do you remember like which one has this power up active and that power thing active? And
yeah, then you have to have your little bag of dice and
you know, like
and all that. Yeah,
it is pretty hardcore. Like, to be honest, like hats off to the people that remember. It's like, but wait, my Digimon has the cloak of
and that's something you have to do
equipped,
in the game.
so you can't touch me with your cloak of thirst. And like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just wow. Okay.
Yeah, and that's how those games are now. And Disney is coming out with their own collectible card game now, and I'm like, oh, jeez. But I'm gonna check it out at least. But it's just, anyway, we got the Midnight Suns Gameverse Iron Man. It's available if you pre-ordered the Midnight Suns game. Still available for pre-order on GameStop, I think. So if you want this pop, go there, pre-order the game.
Listen, these Midnight Suns, I got a feeling because it's after a game, they're gonna be like on the bargain discount section.
Well, this particular pop, since
maybe not this specific one, no, but like, you know, the rest that's gonna come out. You know, like people are gonna say, that's just like a Fortnite pop, just throw this out. Which is rather like, and you know my standpoint on Fortnite pops in regards to how they look. I think they look fantastic, some of them. You know what I mean? The same with Overwatch pops and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But because they're Overwatch and they're Fortnite, they don't get the time of day, which is really frustrating. Right?
Yeah.
Like this line of pops is going to be fire. It's not fire enough for me to collect because I'm teaching myself to be more strict on what I collect.
Right.
But I think for like, this is a beautiful pop in my opinion.
Yeah, I love how it looks. But
to be honest, the game looks fantastic as well. You know, but I mean,
we'll see what happens when they come out with the rest of the set. But a lot of the Gameverse pops look pretty sweet because I collected a few of them. I don't think I still have any of them, but I had some of them.
The quick draw finally he popped in and he's like, wait, what did Pop Teeth say?
Exactly. What?
The cloak of thirst. I've got to comment on that. I've got to comment on that.
Here we got Champ from Jollibee. Basically their sandwich. He's like a boxer. So,
do you know what this reminds me of? Do you remember those? I don't know if you still get it. I think you do. I think I saw it in the shop this side the other day. You remember those candy burgers that you used to get?
Yeah.
The jelly, you know, the jelly burger things.
Yeah.
This just his head reminded me exactly of that.
Oh man. Yep. We get Krabby Patties now, but yeah, they used to be like little candy burgers.
Krabby Patties.
Target. They're going to be dropping a new DC pop every Friday, the Funko Fridays.
Really?
I think this week is the first one. It might be tomorrow. It's too blurry for me to tell right now, but
listen,
this week or next week it starts.
Are they going to be blacklight? That'd be lovely. Who does blacklights outside? Target, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where does Chase get his section from? His collection from?
Target started the blacklight ones over here. Well, not started, but the first Marvel ones that were really hot. Yeah, they were all targeted.
That's like a Batman. So obviously it's his DC. Oh, you're right. No one. I'm going as well. Oh man.
Actually, yes, it's this Friday. It says 10/21. So yep. So the first one's gonna be a Batman.
So I don't even know what day it is, man. It's Wednesday today, isn't it?
Yes, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Oh God, help me.
Of course, the NFTs, the Freddy NFTs dropped yesterday. I've seen some videos of people who have them. I haven't watched the videos, but people have dropped their videos. So yeah, check YouTube. You'll see the rip.
Listen, I know like this may be unpopular comment here, or unpopular thought, or whatever you want to call it. Opinion. That's it. I almost got it. You see there? So close to getting it. I think they're overdoing the Freddy market at the moment, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think they're slightly overdoing it. Like, and in my another unpopular opinion, possibly is, I think they go all out on these NFT pops and don't give us the good stuff, man. Like, I know someone's going to get these pops, but I mean, like, some of these pops. I mean, this Space Zombie Freddy. That's the most ridiculously most awesome random pop ever, in my opinion. Like, I mean, it's got a space quid on its head. Like, I mean,
this one I like, and this pumpkin one.
I was just looking at that pumpkin one. Do you know what I mean? Like, dude, these NFT pops are better than, and obviously stand to reason of what your favorites are and what you collect. These are better than the Freddy boxes in the Halloween box, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not a Hannibal collector, and I'm not the other guy collector. But if you are, you'd obviously like this more. But I mean, these look fantastic.
Yeah, these are awesome. And I mean, I can understand why they would want to make the NFT pops better, because they want you to buy the packs so you can try to get them. They want the market for their NFTs to be good, so they don't want to put like the bland pops in there. But
do you know what? Like,
at least two of these designs and swapped it out for what was in the box to make those a little bit more desirable too. So
the thing is, for me, I actually wouldn't mind collecting NFTs. Like, I would actually go ahead and do it every now and then. But the problem is, it's just such a thing to do it. You have to download this app, and then do this app, and then pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the NFTs is just It's
in my opinion, I'm too lazy, and I'm saying it now. I'm too lazy to have so many steps to follow to get something that I might not get guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vincent,
he said, "Give me that Reaper all day." Yeah, that Reaper looks dope. I like the Reaper.
I don't understand what.
Thousands of them. Yeah,
I don't understand these.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't understand what you were saying there. It's the difference between a toy.
Oh, a toy company and a collectible company. Yeah. Like a toy company, like they're gonna put out the toys that people love, and it's just out for the general public. A collectible company, they can control.
They would do things like this,
Right, exactly. So they want to make certain things more desirable. So it's like, all right, we got to put the better designs here. And remember, Freddy is their mascot, so they can control that more than they can control the licenses that they get.
For the other ones, yeah. I guess so.
And they are overdoing it with Freddy. I mean, I remember.
I think at the moment,
Funko Freddy was like, oh my God, I got a Funko Freddy. Ooh. And now it's like, oh, Funko Freddy, okay. Like when I got my first one, I was excited. I was like, oh, I've never had a Funko Freddy. Now it's like, okay, and the first Funko Freddy I got was last year, and I was so excited. Now it's like, oh, Freddy's everywhere. It's not a big deal anymore. So they're oversaturating the market on their own mascot. And it's like, come on, guys, come on. So, yeah. I actually have a Wax account. When they did the first NFT drop, I signed up for the beta test drop thing, and I got one card. And it's fluctuated in price. I mean, on the day of the drop, it was worth like $30-something. I couldn't figure out how to sell it. By the time I figured out the step that I had to do to sell it, now it's worth it. No, the price dropped down to like $2, and now it's only worth like $1 and change, something like that. I'm like, yeah, okay. But NFTs is a thing. So you got to go through the steps to figure it all out if you're really into it. But that's the downside to it. It's like, it's already hard to understand, and then they make it even harder for you to get into it. So it's like, why are you going to go through all that? Spoiler alert for anybody who doesn't want to know what Mandalorian pops are coming. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to jump off the video, and bam, The next Star Wars GameStop box. They got a Mandalorian, a muddy Mandalorian, a Stormtrooper, and of course the lanyards and stickers and stuff. Here's the muddy Stormtrooper. Looks pretty cool. I mean, it has the Funko sticker on it, but it's in a GameStop box, so I don't know. But this looks awesome. It looks like somebody literally just put it out in the mud. It's like, really?
When I first saw that photo, because I didn't see it with the box, I saw just of the Mandalorian itself, not with the box itself. I thought someone made a custom of that scene. And I thought, no, wow, that's actually pretty cool, like with a custom. But now they did it themselves.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying is bad. I think it's a really cool idea.
Yeah, it's cool. I think.
But once again, didn't that happen in like the first season or something?
Yeah, the first season. I was about to say. I think this is what he's.
That's like how many years ago already now?
Yeah, because I was assuming it was from the new season coming up, but I'm like, I don't think they would have gave him.
That was when he fought that big rhino thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So it had to be when he fought the Mudhorn. So, yeah. And of course, there's another Death Watch Mandalorian with the fire.
With the fire underneath again, yeah. $7 on the stands, they're overmade.
They keep doing it.
It's kind of like someone pushed like 10,000 instead of 1,000 or something. You know, they got so many Star Wars stands like that, so they have to try and use it.
And this one, it looks just like the Django one. I rearranged my pop so Django's not in front anymore, but it looks just like it. I'm gonna have to find my Django.
I like the color. The blue is very nice, though. To be honest, I think it's a nice blue.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. And of course,
but isn't this what you call its character though?
Which one?
Isn't this Sasha Banks's character?
No, because it just says Death Watch Mandalorian.
Is that all it says?
Yeah, her character actually has a name, so.
But there's that pop coming out soon as well, isn't it?
I would hope so. She's supposed to be in the next season.
I think I've seen it somewhere, perhaps, maybe. I don't know.
So yeah, this is a little frustrating, but her pop should be out soon. And then of course we got Freddy. Blah. Skeleton Jack.
What line is this? What is this though? Like
Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box.
No, I know that. Yeah, well, I don't know that, but okay, I get what you said. But what I meant was, what type of figure is it?
What, this one?
Is it pops?
Yeah, those are pops. Yeah, with ad icons.
You know, in a way, it kind of looks like, okay, there it doesn't look as not as bad, but it kind of looks like what are those figures they did before?
The vinyls?
Yeah, you know those other ones, man. What were they called? What are they called?
They were called vinyls.
I'm sure they had a different name, but I'm sure you know what I mean anyway.
I think we're talking about the vinyls. Hold on, let me look it up so you can see it. I think they spelled it differently, but they were called pop vinyls. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. The problem is Funko Pop's on vinyl, so putting in pop vinyl, you don't really get. I don't really get what I'm looking for. But you guys know what I'm talking about. But do you know what Vince is talking about? You guys know. Let me see.
Dorbs, that's it. Dorbs, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about the Dorbs, okay.
Yeah, Chase has got me, bro. Chase got my back.
Okay, fine.
Not that you didn't. You were just looking for it, okay? I'm sorry, okay? I didn't know your feelings.
You hurt my feelings. Going home.
It gives like not so much that picture there, but the one with the box. It looks like Dorbs.
Yeah, but DPJ know what I was talking about. There was a line called vinyl.
Yeah, there was before the Dorbs, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I know.
But you know what I mean? Like that box originally looks like it, and this is the guy you were talking about before, Dusk.
Yes. Dusk. Yeah, this is part of the Spider-Man collection when he became 4 different heroes because he was on the run or something like that. It was Dusk, Prodigy, Ricochet, and I can't remember the last one.
Private G, really?
Said Private D. What?
Oh, I thought it was Private G. What did you say?
Prodigy.
Oh, I thought it was Private G. I'm like, what the hell is the name of that? Like,
oh god. Oh, well, let me see that one. I've got to find.
I see you got a picture of all of them in a picture or two later.
I do.
Yeah, a five set.
Oh no, that's a different. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, okay, is that different?
That's a different set. I'm trying to find the one with all his characters. Here it. Oh no, that's not all of them. Gosh darn it. Oh, Beetle. Was it Beetle?
I don't know.
It looks like it.
I don't know. I didn't even know Project G was.
Project G. I can't find a bigger picture, but this is basically when he had the 4 different. I know it's a small picture. I was trying to find a bigger one. This was Ricochet. This is Dust. This is Prodigy. I can't remember the name of this character. Jeez. But he had 4 different comics. He had Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, and Spectacular Spider-Man. So they created the 4 different characters around his different comics, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So this is Dusk. Wait. Okay. And of course, this is the Dragon Ball Z proto somebody or other.
You know, something else I got so upset about is that their birthday bash on Funko Europe. I had to laugh though. Right? It's like they think if they drop maybe a Dragon Ball Z pop, all anime collectors are satisfied.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because it's Dragon Ball Z. Come on.
It's Dragon Ball Z. It's anime. It's fine. The anime fans will be satisfied. That's okay. We got anime covered now. Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh, come on, man. Really?
Yeah.
I don't hate Dragon Ball Z or anything. I've got that, but it's kind of like the go-to, you know? Oh, let's just give the anime fans a Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, there you go. So here's the pops. And you were right. This is Prodigy here. This is Hornet.
What was I right about?
Because you said in the 5-pack they were in there. Yeah, Prodigy and Hornet. Those were 2 of the characters. So it's Dust, Prodigy, Hornet.
It so sounds like you're saying
Private G. Prodigy, Hornet, Dusk, and Ricochet. Those were the 4 characters that he became. So Prodigy is here and Hornet's here. And of course this is I think this is, what's this based on? Prince of Arachnia. Of course the spider armor, and I don't know what this one was. So, but it's an Amazon exclusive. They'll be there. It's supposed to be white and blue from the comics, like Chase said. Possibly. There you go.
Yeah, maybe it's just you can't really see it in this photograph that it is blue and white.
Yeah. But these Amazon 5-pack is coming. Box Lunch exclusive glow in the dark Miguel.
No, listen, I wish I started collecting Coco when, like, I love the Coco Pops, but they just cost too much money right now.
Cocoa Puffs?
Coco Pops.
Oh, okay.
Not Coco Pops, Coco. Let me say this rather, Coco Funko Pops. Kind of, I felt like Ric Flair there now for a second. Coco Funko. Woo! Funko! Now listen, I'm like, this pop is amazing, man. If you watch the movie, and I know you haven't watched the movie yet, I know it really.
Comes over,
I honestly think you would enjoy this movie. It's a beautiful movie.
Coco.
But listen, this is an amazing pop, man. Like, I'm almost tempted just to buy this for the guitar, man. It looks amazing, honestly.
And it's a glow in the dark, so you know all the orange glows. So that's gonna be sweet.
Honestly, amazing. Hats off to Funko. Beautifully designed pop.
Yeah.
You see, I can say something positive.
Yes, we can. Well, you can. Another Doctor Strange. It's a glow in the dark. I can imagine the only thing that glows is this green here and maybe the Eye Agamotto. So.
And that's pushing it, maybe, is it?
Yeah. So, another glow in the dark Doctor Strange is coming. Cuphead. I know a lot of people like the Cuphead pops.
This was from which event was this again? Where did they show this off?
They showed this at New York Comic Con.
Okay.
They announced it. So
they showed some pretty cool stuff at it, isn't it?
Yeah, these next few pictures are from that. They're not going to be very good quality, but when we get better pictures, I'll find them.
Listen, honestly, they're going hard on this Wakanda Pop Funkos Forever, bro. I really messed up what I said there for a second. They're going really hard on these Wakanda Forever Funko Pops. You talk about a tongue twister.
I know.
I got it, man. Honestly, look at these things. I wish I was more passionate about Wakanda for, you know what I mean? Yeah. The Black Panther line. Like, they started with the first line of these. It was fire. They look awesome. They're available now at your local stores. Mm-hmm. Funko Europe and Funko. Anyway, I'm doing better marketing than them. Anyway, so then they pulled out that absolute fire artist series.
Yeah,
I still stand by that. It's going to be so damn hard for them to do something better than that artist series. Honestly, right? And then now this second wave of, I mean, who doesn't want a pop figure that's riding a orca?
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you have to have it. Like, it's a.
But yeah, it's still pretty cool. And I can imagine in person, like the water effect and all that, it's going to be fire.
I can imagine the people that are Black Panther collectors. The Marvel collectors are so happy about this.
Yeah,
I think I New and Old's hectic into Black Panther, isn't he? He digs it so much.
Yeah, I think
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Like, I can't imagine, like.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that are gonna want these. And it's like, yeah, grab them. They're gonna be fire, and they're gonna.
But one thing I got to say, the pop on the far left of the screen. I swear to God, if that's not glow in the dark or at least metallic, I'm gonna cry.
I don't think it's either.
But I mean, what a beautiful, like, honestly, man, hats off. I've got to say it. Like, this current line of Black Panther pops is amazing.
Yeah, I can see them making a glow or metallic version of this pop, but these right now are all common. They're not going to show any of the special ones until the movie premieres, at least, so they don't give away any of the spoilers and what have you. That's what I would imagine. So, but I could see them doing a glow.
Like John's comment, just the one with the whale. Now listen, they all got that. Geez, but like, I mean, like, I haven't. Is Wakanda Forever out yet? It's not out yet, is it?
No. The 11th. The 11th.
But like, I mean, have you ever thought that you're going to see a Black Panther where someone's riding an orca? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, that's like straight out Rick and Morty crap going on there. Honestly, like. You can never expect anything in Rick and Morty's show. Like, it's the same story. Like, you can't expect that. Like,
yeah.
Man,
it's pretty cool.
It's awesome, honestly.
See it in the shelf. I haven't even been in a store lately, like, to look at pops. So I don't know if they're out yet. They should be, but yeah. Elvira Soda coming, and in the Chase version, is basically the red dress, but she has something in her hand. It looks like a heart.
I think it's a heart, isn't it?
I think so.
Jeez, they love this ripping your heart out. I think I think they know what they're doing. This is what they're doing.
I was thinking it was like a rose, like
what they're doing.
Rose, but that looks.
That's what I thought too. Yeah. What they're doing. This is what they're doing. This is the emphasis on the fact that they're ripping Pop's Heat's heart out of his chest. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But I could tell you.
What did Chase say? The
voice has the whale has the same voice as Barbarian. The whale. Could you imagine?
Welcome everybody.
Welcome everybody. Yeah,
welcome everybody.
Jeremy does it really well. He does it really good. This will probably be my first Elvira Funko product because all the other Elviras they drop I haven't gotten, but I would definitely get this.
But what I must say though is it's actually also I'm not a big Elvira fan, but it's a nice soda. Honestly, it's very well done.
Yeah. And I can't see the piece count, but it looks like it's 5 numbers, so expect at least 10,000.
It looks like a 25,000 there.
Yeah,
they're breaking off. Now the next one, before you let's build the expectations to this next one. Okay. A little while back, maybe about a year ago, when the commons of these guys came out, we said that they need to make this in a certain way, and it will sell like fire. Now, if you guys have been on this journey with us for 2 years, as most of you actually have been,
2-year anniversary next week. Oh my god!
2-year anniversary. Yeah. We actually said we discussed it.
We said a lot of stuff on the show that they've made.
A lot of stuff. And of course, Barbarian has put it in the chat that he did discuss it, and he was there with it.
Yes, the 2-liter sodas, and they said, "Oh, that's a good idea. Let's make it 3 liters."
So it's happening. It's happening, man. So now we can throw this up, and what we're talking about is, and you got very excited for the original ones of these. This is the Run DMC, and we all said, why couldn't this be a moment? And listen,
they put them on stage. We called it. We said it, man, on this show. I don't remember when. And I'm too lazy to go back and watch all our shows to see when we said it. But we said,
why couldn't they be together on the stage? You know what I expect now is I want to see. This is I just can't. It's amazing. I'm not the biggest fan, but I just love the dedication to making this pop.
Yeah, they got the speakers in the back, the banner. Oh, come on.
Now, when I saw this, I got thinking too heavy on this, and this is what I do. Right? This is don't leave me alone. When I see things, I get active and I start thinking it. Now I want to see, and of course I have to make everything about me and everything about that I like and all that. Now that I can see they can do that framework, that pipe framework, I would love to see a cage match moment. That's what honestly. Now I know they know how to design that little intricate things. Now I want a cage match moment.
Yeah,
imagine that.
I'm with you.
Triple H, Undertaker, Mankind, throwing off the. Listen, do it. I'm saying it. Next year we'll be saying we said that last year.
Yep.
But hats off to this. Are you gonna get this, bro?
I can't. I definitely want it. So I'll say it's a pay for me. It's definitely not a pass, but it's just a matter of if I'm actually gonna buy it. Because as I've said before, and a lot of people out there know, I'm drastically minimizing my collection. I'm about to get rid of a lot of pops. I got the majority of my pops on Whatnot, even though some of them are priced outrageously because I really didn't want to sell them. But I'm going to start slowly bringing those prices down to PVG or below. So keep an eye out on my Whatnot because you might get some steals. Because I just want to get rid of them. And if I can't sell them in like a mass like purchase, then getting rid of them one by one is fine with me. But of course my Star Wars ones I'm keeping, so don't look for those. But with all that being said, this is a pop that I would most certainly want in my collection. Not a pop, but a pop piece, I guess we could call it.
You can actually display this so nicely, and
it'd be out of box. I would definitely take it out of box. This would be
this can be displays nice, like in your entertainment room or something. It'll be beautiful. You don't even have to put it with your other pops. Like it's such a nice piece.
Yeah, it's got to be out somewhere. But this one is pretty awesome, and I can imagine we'll see more like this now. More music moments with bands on stage and things of that nature.
Listen,
like Hell in a Cell stage matches. Yeah.
Going to what DPJ said, listen, I can't even tell you that you're lying about that in that comment because I have to think hard about what I was ranting about at the beginning of the show.
It happens all the time. We just get to talk. But we know we said it. Of course,
It's truth what John says, so that DMC, that
The MTV moment.
that it looks like an MTV thing. Like it does, indeed.
It could have been. I also know in the Walk This Way video, they kind of had a setup like that when they were on stage with Aerosmith, and that's one of my favorite Run DMC songs. So yeah, it kind of looks similar to that. So here we got the Hulk 3-liter soda. So this will probably be the second soda I buy after I get this Wampa, because I'm a huge Hulk fan. Probably my favorite comic book character. Actually, not even probably.
Now, I don't know if it's obviously because of the color of the quality of the picture, but the pants kind of looks blue and not purple.
Yeah, I mean it's probably just
maybe it's
hopefully
just the
they put
picture.
him in the purple pants, because if they put him in blue, it's not off because he has worn blue a lot, but he's more commonly known for the purple. So I hope it's purple. And just of course I would want the chase because Red Hulk. I love Red Hulk also, but you gotta get that chase.
Let's hope that Funko hear us, and I think maybe if and let me know in the chat, guys, if you agree with this. They need to stop this can't speak English. They need to stop the silliness with the chase. People aren't excited for the chase. The what do you call them? Die-casts.
Die-cast, yeah.
Yeah, no one's excited for the chases anymore. They need to change it up, to be honest. And I know supposedly it's more cost effective just not to paint it and have a different type of mold and that sort of thing, etc., etc. But I mean, come on, if people are going to fork out $50 to $60,
yeah. And the thing is, like, people get excited to get the chase, but everybody who's gotten the die-cast chase for these things said, "Well, I like the common better, but it's cool to get the chase." Everybody said it. Even I said it. I pulled 2 Darth Vader chases, and I was like, "Oh,
people are selling the chases and keeping the commons."
But I want the common for the Darth Vader diecast. I'm literally gonna order 2 more Darth Vader diecasts just to see if I get another chase. And if I get 2 commons, fine. I'll have a set of 2 commons and 2 chases, but just to see if I pull another chase, and I'm gonna sell off the chases. Like, come on. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I have the Red Hulk exclusive, Hot Topic exclusive, but there's a lot of those out in the world because the Red Hulk Hot Topic exclusive had the glow in the dark chase, and a lot of them sold because people were trying to get the chase. I'm trying to see where my Red Hulk is. I know I have him over here. He's over here somewhere.
The thing is, you know what's going on John's comment there?
Got the chase for cheap. Yeah.
Going on what John says, like the 3-liters for me, and also DBJ mentioned it as well. It's got to be something that I really like in order to get one. And I'm hoping to get at least one because of the novelty of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it has to be something that I really like.
Yeah, because the first diecast I bought was Vader. I mean, like I said, I think Batman and Iron Man. They're in boxes in my closet because they were gifts somebody got me. And I planned on opening them on videos, but I kind of put them in a closet. It was like, whatever. But the first one I actually purchased was the Vader, and that's because of Star Wars. No, Boba Fett. That was the first one I bought. But yeah, Vader was the second one I bought. And that was just because of Star Wars. Like, I really wasn't too interested in any of the diecasts. I won't say that. The Captain America one, I was like, okay, a diecast pop. I was interested because it was the first one. We didn't know what it was. But once they started coming out, yeah, the hype for them, yeah, they're just not where they used to be.
And listen, let's be honest, not every single one needs to have a chase.
It doesn't. But you know Funko, they know once they throw chase on something, it's going to sell more because people want to grab the chase. Versus if, like, who's buying 2 diecasts of any particular figure unless you're giving one to a friend? But if you put a chase with it, then everybody, well, not everybody, but majority of us are going to buy at least 2 so we can try for a common and a chase. Not very many people are just going to buy 1 and test their luck. Most of us are going to try 2. So they're doubling their sales just by putting a chase. And again, difference between a toy company and a collecting company, a collectible company. What's up, Kenneth? Thank you for coming through. But yeah.
But I mean, in a way, that's kind of sad, though.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But listen,
it is real, though. It's true what you're saying.
From the business standpoint, I'm never mad about it because I get it. You know, your whole purpose is to make money. How do you increase sales? You got to do stuff like that. But from a collector's standpoint, it's lazy because it's just an unpainted diecast. That's it. Even if it's painted, it's not really painted. It's kind of sprayed on, just like a base coat before you put the real paint.
It's just got primer.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of cheap. But this Hulk soda is fire. I mean, the figure, the pop looks better, but it's fire. I still want it. His Summon Skull. For all our Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there, I used to love Summon Skull when I played Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, Summon Skull Pop is coming. It's got the WinterCon sticker on here, so we confirmed WinterCon exclusive. What did he say?
He said he bought.
I never get a chase. All the diecast besides Captain America. Nice. Yeah, mostly a lot of people missed out on the Captain America because it was the con exclusive, and once it sold out, it was gone. That's the only diecast really worth something.
And a lot of people that did miss out on it, they were in two minds about it as well because of the price. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Back at that stage, paying so much for something like that, people were like, "Oh no, man."
Yeah.
And that was still before Funko even put their price up.
Yeah.
Funkos were still so cheap back then.
Yeah. So it was kind of like, but that's the only diecast really worth something. I mean, outside of the chase for Vader and Boba Fett, I think all the other chases they haven't gone too high. But I know Vader and Boba Fett, the chases, the price initially was high. I don't know what they are now, but they were initially pretty high. Here's the Arwen, which we saw in the Hawkman, the sodas. So those are WinterCon exclusives coming. And of course, his spinner. I don't know why that picture is next to a spinner.
Okay, so that picture, let me explain to you, is the Black Clover Jack Ripper.
Oh, okay.
That's that character.
So I should have cropped it better, is what you're saying.
No, but in reference on why they're showing the picture, that's what the picture's there for.
Yeah.
That's the Jack the Ripper guy.
Because there's two more pops up here, so it was probably part of that picture, and I cropped it badly. Luck is a movie coming, I guess, a series.
It's a Sky Dance animation. I think Sky Dance is that. What do you call that? The type of movies, man.
What, stop motion?
Like the art style movies, man. What do you call them?
I don't know. Stop motion is the only thing I could think of.
I mean, they got their special awards and everything for it. What do you call it?
I don't know. What do you call it?
I don't know. That's the thing. Oh man.
Oh god.
It's kind of like the indie movie market almost, but it's called something else. Oh man.
Let me look it up before you break your
Maybe I've got the whole wrong idea as well.
Let me see. Hold on. I don't see it. I'm looking it up. Look, somebody in the chat, help us out before we break our brains. I don't see anything about the animation style. It just says the animation.
It's not the animation style, man.
It's just an animation company. I know it was former Pixar and Walt Disney animators started it.
I think I'm confusing it with the Sundance Film Festival.
Yeah, probably. That's what you're thinking. Sundance Film Festival, Skydance, same thing.
Maybe is that what they're calling it this year?
No, Skydance is the studio.
Yes, it is. Skydom's. It's.
Isn't it the Sundance Film Festival?
It says it on the top above the word luck.
Right, that's the Skydance Animation. That's the film studio. You're
Okay.
thinking of the Sundance Film Festival. That's something
No,
different.
anyway.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway, let's
It's
move
the
on.
pops for the movie. They all look pretty cool. I mean, obviously with no reference to the characters or whatever, but I like the design of this character. Don't know who she is.
But like clearly, this movie isn't out until 2024 or something. But they've already got the pops.
Yeah. And this chase with the leprechaun-looking lady, I like this chase with the purple and stuff. I don't know. Again, don't know the reference, but I like how it looks. So I guess we'll see.
All I'm saying is, thank God it's white. I mean, not white. Never mind. Never mind. Shh. Ignore me. Ignore me. Sorry. That was really inappropriate. That was really inappropriate. Oh God.
We got Pony. I know they're supposed to be doing a new Mount Lady. This Pony. And we got another one down here.
So we thought it was Mount Lady, but it's
That's
actually.
1B. Yeah. Well, they're supposed to be doing a new Mount Lady. Because remember, I
But
sent you
who's
that list.
1B? Do
Class-
they even exist?
Class 1B, yeah. Because the main heroes in My Hero Academia, like Deku's class,
Is this a third
1A
class or is that still that second class?
is 1A, and then they have Class 1B. I
Okay.
knew that. You said the movie was okay, so it's out already? Luck is out already? I mean, yeah.
Anyway, so I watched the first episode of the latest season of My Hero Academia. It's like, okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. You should watch it. Oh, wait, you're on the fourth season or something, yeah?
Eventually.
Someday.
I don't even know what season is available here that I can watch for free. Because
Bro.
I'm not getting Crunchyroll. So
I signed up to Crunchyroll. It's like $4.49 that I'm paying. It's so cool. I got them at the exact right time. It's like we're doing a special. I'll take your specials, sir.
That's what you have to get in when you got the specials. Here we got Overwatch.
Now this is what I was talking about. You got game pops, who people aren't going to appreciate that much, but they look so damn sweet, man.
Yeah.
Especially the Reaper one.
This glow in the dark one. I don't even know who this character is.
That's a new character, but that Reaper one, I've got. My mother-in-law bought me this one.
You got the original. Oh, I like that.
No,
Reaper.
this
I
is
like that was like the reskin, right?
Yeah. So that's really, really cool. She bought that for me.
Yeah, I like that one. That was a cool reskin. Yeah, there's different.
So the guy in the black on the left, that's the same
Reaper.
guy, but just the re thing,
Yeah. I mean, most of the original characters I know because before it came out, there was a lot of gameplay videos with people online playing it. I was like, oh, I love this game. I'm gonna play it all the time. I still haven't played it yet. So, but when they started doing the reskins for certain characters, those were awesome. But yeah, I liked Reaper and why can't I remember his name? McCree.
McCree or something, is it?
Yeah. It's high noon. That's what he used to say. But I have no idea who this character is.
And it's free to play now, isn't it? Overwatch 2.
Yeah, they just put free to play. Of course, they got the Funko Shop exclusive hoodie and shirt. I know Jay would be interested in that hoodie. I don't know if he cares about
But that hoodie's going to be like $100 or something, I'm sure.
That's the ridiculous part. And this glow in the dark is cool because the head.
No, listen, man, you can't. This is a beautiful pop, man.
The little glow highlights under the foot, so it's like I guess her blast off power, whatever it's called. This looks fire, as Wayne Cole would say. And this is jumbo size. Jumbo size, yes, that's right there. Jumbo size.
I might just have to buy this randomly.
I know, right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is
how cool it's gonna look.
This is their freaking problem. Funko assholes. Like, you know when you they like I can feel someone is trying not to buy so much Funkos that sent this pop out. Isn't it?
This random one. It's like, okay, I can.
I don't know. I don't know who this is.
Right. Right.
But it's such a good.
It's like I could spend this $40 on something for my collection that I know I want, or just this random dope looking pop that I really don't care too much about, but it looks so cool. I want it. Like they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Oh man!
The one thing about this that I'm intrigued by, right, and this is not a shot at the stand-up bum, but I don't think I've seen a 10-inch pop
with a stand.
Or with a stand like that.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, it says Jumbo up there. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but these are the official pictures from the Funko site from their here. I don't know how far back I'll have to scroll to find it, but it's their Funko Instagram. There it is.
Yeah.
Funko Twitter, I mean.
Twitter,
right.
Yeah.
That's where I pulled the picture.
But I mean, dude, dude,
I didn't check the link.
Dude,
probably, but yeah, it's freaking fire. Fire! I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. All right. We haven't checked the Funko shop in a while. Oh, they got the book bundles out. Nice. They had like book signings or whatever. Of course, I knew one was going to be sold out. The diamond and flocked one sold out, but the other one's still available. That's pretty cool. Let's see, what Funko exclusives do they still have? All of them. Oh, the Batman Lights and Sounds dropped. Was it last week? And it's only $18. I thought it was going to be more than that. So
yeah, we paid. Even though the dollar is more stronger than the euro at the moment, we still paid more for some stupid reason.
Really?
I don't freaking get. Anyway, Sam organized and got me one of these. I was at work when it dropped last week. I was busy flipping some burger patties, and she messaged me and she said, "I got it." I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh, Crazy Scott said Spider-Man had a stand. The tennis Spider-Man. Okay. I don't even remember a tennis Spider-Man.
I don't even remember tennis
Spider-Man.
Oh,
no. Yeah, the gold suit one. Yeah, the gold and black.
But wasn't he standing?
Yeah.
Like kneeling, wasn't he?
No, I think he was like in a
no
flying.
No.
I don't know.
I refuse.
I could be misremembering.
Excuse me.
Of course, see here's the 3 liters still here. These sodas are still here. See, that's why I don't stress all these drops. Look at all these exclusive Funko, New York Comic Con, and
it's not the black suit.
It wasn't the black suit one?
It's the integrated suit.
Okay, whatever.
I think that's the one that makes him look like it's kind of like he's merged with what's his name, Doctor Strange, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So
sorry.
I gotta get this one. Oh my god, it's on. Yeah, I gotta buy this.
What is it?
the art series Darth Vader. Remember the Obi-Wan we hated, which I'm still gonna buy, but Vader. Yes, I gotta get this one. Okay, I'm gonna be ordering some stuff.
I wonder which is the first anime artist series they can bring. Do you know what? Can I tell you something? You not all be smart. Can I tell you not all be smart, bro?
What would be smart?
This will be the smartest move they would ever make in their life. Right? And it needs to happen.
Needs to.
When they do anime, and they need to do their research for this first as well. When they do an anime artist series, they need to do it the black and white with the drawing. Remember that custom I shared on the group the other day?
Like a sketch, kind of?
Like a sketch, yes, because that's manga.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's artist series. Put that in an artist series for anime. That shit will blow up, bro. Am I right or am I wrong, Nick?
I think it would.
I need to be worshipped for my great idea that I just had.
Well, you know when it comes out, you know.
No, but honestly, oh man, I'm excited for it as if it's going to come true. Like,
that would be the smart thing to do. Artist series, black and white sketch.
But you know what I'm talking about. I think it was the Boba Fett that I shared on the group. Dude, they need to make that happen, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting overexcited at this. And my head's thinking too much now.
You know why? Because
something that doesn't exist yet.
Because they listen to
can
us.
Can you imagine a Luffy? Can you imagine a Luffy Pop artist series? Oh man, I'll cry.
Because they listen to us and they steal our ideas. So you talk about it, they're gonna do it. So
guys,
just be
talk
prepared.
about it randomly on your chats in Instagram. Talk about it in other people's lives randomly. I don't care if you take it as your own idea in the chats of other lives. It's fine with me as long as it comes out. You know, if you on Wayne Tech's live every Tuesday, I think they are.
Yes,
mention it there. If you're on Chase's Morning Brew on Saturdays, he's going to start again. He's got internet again. Yes. Mention it on there. What other lives do we know? I can't think of any other lives at the moment.
Barbarian, when he goes
Barbarian's live. Mention Barbarian, especially Barbarian's lives because he loves anime so much.
Yeah, go over to Pop Force.
Mention on Mad Hatter's friends on Sundays. Sunday shenanigans. Mention on them.
Yep.
We'll keep this idea afloat. I would love to see a manga artist series of anime. And the reason why I say they need to do the research because not all anime stem from manga.
Right. I'm surprised. See, this right now, I'm calling BS. Okay? This is the last drop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sold out. All the anime stuff I could believe because it's anime. But look, sold out. So all the previous cons, none of this stuff sold out. They still have stuff available, but this New York Comic Con,
all of it's sold out.
Everything is sold out. I'm calling huge BS on this. Even the Rubik's Cube. Get out of here. I'm calling 100% BS.
Listen, quick. Sorry, just a sidetrack to quick draw. Listen, look at the Black Panther Blacklight Pops, man. Not Blacklight, the artist series. The best by far, bro.
Oh,
you can't deny that.
Let me.
But you know what? The sold out story. That doesn't make sense though.
Yeah.
The last three cons
from 3 cons ago still
the
available.
last 3 cons the things didn't sell out, but why did New York Comic Con sell out?
Yeah, that's BS. I'm calling BS. Here's the Black Panther Black Lights. Come on, Quick Draw. How could you not? These are fire. Look at this. The Black Panther ones, and mainly is because
the thing is, I think what Quick Draw's got in mind is the one like Goofy that's got his hat. You know what I mean? But this is
right
man.
Here, it's like the Panthers are hiding in the grass, and they put it all. Look, he got his face. He does have his face in his crotch though, so I guess that's not good. But but I'm saying though, look at that design. I hate when keep taking me back. Look at Shuri's. Look at this. These are fire.
Dude, like
the way they did these are fire. I can't wait to see them in person.
To be honest, do you know what makes me want artist series more? Is the fact that I find out that they all. He's not a fan of Black Panther, so that's why. The fact that they all come in a hard case, like for me, a hard stack. Me, that sells it. Yeah. Don't you think? Like the day that I found out that they come in hard stacks,
give me a second.
I was like, wow.
Quick Draw on timeout.
I'm a moderator. Can't I put him on a timer? Gucci's on timeout. Put him on timeout for 3 days.
Yeah, for 3 days for not being a fan of Black Panther.
But listen, jokes aside, that anime artist series, if they do it manga style,
yes, that
with just the white chain and the lines and stuff,
I agree with you. I'm 100%.
Honestly, that will trump any artist series that ever come out, in my opinion.
Yeah, it would, because just the concept.
Because it's such an authentic concept. Like the oh man, I'm getting excited for something that doesn't exist.
Again.
Again. But listen, I got excited for the Luffy ride and it didn't exist, and then it started to exist, right? Isn't it? Oh man. Bro, I'm busy, like I'm overthinking it now and everything, like, oh man. Oh.
Just relax, bro. Relax.
You know what I'm thinking of now, man? I'm thinking of anime manga covers now too. Like, oh, shut up.
Stop. You know that. See, that's where eventually these comic covers need to lead into, doing some of these manga covers. Oh, that would be sweet.
But the thing is that's what I. The thing is, huh?
No, he said just buy the pop and do your own artist series.
Yeah, no, listen, fair enough for sure. But I mean, the thing is, the reason I mention is because that would be something they would miss out on.
Yeah,
I think they could make big bucks on it. Honest, like.
Because see, the thing with the artist series is just like most of the stuff that they do. They try it at first to see how people accept it, like how they react to it. And the first few artist series were pretty cool. I liked them. But then they started doing them, and then they just started mass producing, and they weren't putting as much thought into
the thing is, what they need to come to grips with is certain lines.
After a while.
Certain lines don't need them. Like Mickey Mouse and Goofy and them didn't need artist series.
Right. They're like, oh, Disney artist series. Those will sell. It's Disney. And artist series is hot. And it's like...
Can I tell you what would have made Disney artist series even better? Going on the same idea as what I said now for anime. Is you remember the old school drawings of Mickey Mouse? Remember the old Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
And Goofy. If they did pop figures like that, black and white, that would have been better artist series. People would have gone nuts for that, I think.
Yeah. I think those
are... Don't you think?
And plain old sorters. Why they put the artist series in hard stacks but ship NFTs and plain old sorters? Exactly, right?
Don't give them ideas. I want to get my artist series in a hard stack.
And I'm pretty sure they produce more artist series than they produce NFTs. So you're actually wasting money sending artist series.
You know an idea.
You know what?
I start using artist series. It's not going to be an hard stack.
Is that artist series probably sell more for the fact that they're in hard stacks?
But that's what I think.
That's
what I was saying to you. That's what I was saying to you. That made me more intrigued in the product. As soon as I found out, it was Barbarian's video when he said that he got that red Boba Fett in the hard stack.
Yeah.
And he took his other one came out of a hard stack. I didn't know they originally came, and I was like, damn, like that intrigues me so much more now.
Yeah. All my artist series that I have that are in hard stacks, which is pretty much just the Star Wars ones. Only one of them I have is open. And that's the C-3PO. And that one, I don't even think the person took the pop out the hard stack. I think the plastic
just took the plastic strip out of it, yeah.
Because I pulled it out the box, and the box doesn't look like it's been opened. Because, you know, a lot of times, even if you pop it open from the bottom, you still bend it a little bit, and it doesn't look like it's been opened. I mean, I wouldn't care if it was. I just wanted the pop, but I'm just saying. So yeah, they come sealed in hard stacks. So I think they sell more because even if you just halfway like the pop, you're like, okay, I don't care if the pop's in the hard stack. You take the hard stack and you put something more expensive in the hard stack, and you got the pop anyways. I don't know. And I don't know how much hard stacks go for separately. I've never really looked.
I think they're about $10 at the moment, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're paying $15 for the pop, $10 for the hard stack. $25. That's what they cost over here anyway. For the most part. Funko exclusive Batman. I don't have I do have a Batman hard stack artist series. Those were fire. I think the Batman artist series was fire. That's
the cool. Batman that I really like is that diamond one. I wish it came here. Like,
yeah, I still have one.
But that was a DC shop exclusive, and the DC shop doesn't load yet because of regional problems. I'm so bored of regional problems already.
That's why you have to get NordVPN, sponsor of it. No, I'm just joking.
It's like I'm so scared I won't be able to buy a can of beans in the store because of regional problems. Sorry, you can't buy baked beans, sir. You come from South Africa.
Yeah, right. Tills, what of it? What's going on?
Tills, bro. I'm busy looking. I'm on Funko Europe here, and they started this whole mystery box thing like a few months back, right? Which is cool. I dig it. I dig that they're trying it, right?
Mhm.
But I'm busy laughing at this one thing, a mystery box 2-pack mystery thing, right? €25. And in the corner they got a little sign saying guaranteed exclusive. But the only problem that I have with that is exclusives are dime a dozen at the moment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not a selling point to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You know what that's for? That's for the people who aren't Funko collectors and they hear exclusive and they go, "Oh my god!" So they buy it.
People that are first collecting and they're none the wiser to the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. That's what that's for. It's just like to go back to like Magic cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards. Like a lot of those specialty packs, like collectors know they're BS. Is an overpriced pack of cards that you're not getting anything special in. But for somebody who, say a sweet old grandma who knows her 11-year-old son is into Pokemon, he'll love this pack. It's just an overpriced pack of cards. Nothing exclusive. They think exclusive, but there's like 1 million of them produced, so it's not really exclusive, And that's just a marketing ploy for the people who don't understand that, it's exclusive what? Like, what exclusive am I getting? So yeah. Beta ones for the hard stack and took the pop out, try selling for PPG. Oh man, the only beta one I don't have is still the Mustafar one. I'm still in search of that one. Before the show ends, question: he was #1 popular looking for right now at this. What?
Can you speak English?
What #1 pop are you looking for at the moment? Is that what you're trying to say? Because this came out popular.
It's his fat fingers again.
I know fat fingers and autocorrect is the downfall of society.
They're like your best friends. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I know what Pop Heat is looking for. See, I know that's what he's #1 pop is looking for right now.
Well, I'm looking.
I know what he wants. The #1 pop you want right now. The Luffy with Go and Mary.
I've got it on pre-order with Forbidden Planet, but they take it forever to come. But it eventually will come. Do you know what is upsetting me though? I don't know if you've seen this. The Going Marys are all coming with broken parts.
Yeah, the flag on the top.
The flag, and then the one person had the head of the ship off.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I was like, I'll be like heartbroken.
Yeah, I know the flag at the top has been a problem for a lot of people, so that's definitely a flaw, design flaw. From what I hear, a little super glue and put it back in place and it's fine, but still, it shouldn't even be coming like that. That's not something to be overlooked as, just glue it back in place. No, I shouldn't be buying a broken product. But I didn't see the one with the front mask is off. So yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm confused at what Tracy's trying to say.
So I know he said he's too black like Ghost Rider, black like Conan. What? He said Luffy sponge. That's a Lufa. $800 for one and it comes broken. Exactly. That's crazy. I mean, it's crazy to pay $800 for it out the gate anyway. Like, calm down. A year from now, it'll be worth like $200. At
the moment, it's going for 138 full sticker, half sticker 127.
Okay, see, not so bad, right? I mean, bad, but compared to the whole Funko market as a whole, not so bad.
But that's their market price, but not what it's selling for. Remember, we've been taught not to just look at what they suggest, but look what they're selling for it on.
Right. Yeah, you got to actually check the sites to see what it's actually selling for. But the hype will die down and it'll come down.
Listen, what I still want to know what Chase was trying to say.
I mean, number one pop I'm looking for is glow in the dark Darth Maul, which is worth around $6,000. But if you want to just be serious and say recent pops, I want those Star Wars pops that just dropped at New York Comic Con. The Anakin and the B2 emo, and the Biggie. I want that Biggie too. So, but again, I haven't been in a store. Like I literally haven't been in a Target, GameStop, or any type of store that sells pops in a while. It's been a long while. So, yeah. Actually, tomorrow, I don't think I'm working OT tomorrow, so I might be at Target and GameStop tomorrow. So
Chase, are you asking us what pops are we
looking for? Like
number one looking for?
Yeah. That's what I believe he was trying to say. So yeah, as far as pops that I want in the moment, yes. But
well, the thing is, I'm definitely looking for this Boruto pop. This one over here. The Chase version of that one, because I can't find it anywhere yet.
I was about to say, you're looking for the pop you have?
Yeah, the Chase version of that one, because that's literally the only one I don't have to have the full collection of Boruto.
Oh, Boruto? Which character is that?
It's Naruto himself, but just the Chase version of it.
The Chase version of Boruto, but it's from Boruto?
Yeah, because Boruto is the continuation.
Okay, so it's the Chase version.
So the Chase version of this guy, which is plain yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
And then I've got the full. Then that's the Boruto completed until those wall things come out, which they said will come out in October, but still hasn't come out.
Right, gotcha.
And then of course Chase knows I'm looking for the green jelly from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I know Chase has that. Oh, Chase, I got a deal to make with you though. I'll hit you up on Instagram later today or tomorrow. I got a deal for you.
And then I think otherwise that's all I need to complete sets that I have already. That's what, like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm looking for something.
Right.
The gelatinous cube, the mind flyer or flayer, however you say it, and the 2-pack, you know, the one with the panda, the panther.
Yeah.
And then that makes that, then I'll have 2 sets complete.
You have Dungeons and Dragons and Boruto completed. That'd be pretty sweet. I don't think I have a complete set of any pop line.
That's what that's why I want to kind of like.
No, I actually can't. I'm close to my Firefly set. Remember, I said a while ago the TV show Firefly. I only need 2 pops for that, but of course they're the 2 most expensive ones.
But the Firefly, it's a fact. What makes it so hard as well, though, is it's like the first wave of One Piece, right?
Yeah.
Getting that first wave is so they're not expensive pops, but the fact to find them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the Frankie pop, you could never the shipwright of the crew, you couldn't see his pop anywhere, like, because it's, you know, and then you'd have to buy from secondhand market, and it's like, oh god.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no, I do have a set. I don't know if you guys know the show called Ruby, RWBY.
Oh, you got that set?
Yeah, the first set. I have all 5 of those. It was Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang, and then I have the exclusive Ruby also. So I do have a set. I have a set of pops. Yay me!
Do you know which pops I really like? What is it called again? Do you remember that pops we saw?
Rion, I don't have Anakin. I tried. I did not get
him. Bayonetta or something. Do you remember that 2 pops we saw?
Yeah. Did those ever drop?
I don't think yet, but they're freaking awesome, man.
Yeah,
I want them. I don't know what the show is, but
oh, and I have Clue. I have the set of Clue pops. But I mean, if you count that as a line, it's actually a retro line. So no.
But you were still waiting for Mr. Mustard, and you got him in the end, isn't it?
Yeah, I have him. Yeah, I actually have 2 of them. I believe Chase, either Chase or Mr. Techbot hit me up with one. He's sitting right here, and then I ended up having one on order, and I got it. I was like, oh shit, didn't remember. So yeah.
Yeah, that what reminded me is that style of pop, that Ruby pops that you're talking about.
Such a good show. I gotta catch up on that too. I forgot all about Ruby. Damn, that's such a good show.
Now there's been like the style of them is just amazing. I think. Like I know nothing about the show, whatever it is, a game or.
Yeah, it's a show.
They just look ridiculously fantastic.
Yeah, the funny thing about it,
they're meant to be GameStop exclusives.
For Ruby? No, they were commons.
Who? No, not Ruby. I'm talking about Bayonetta now. Sorry.
Oh, Bayonetta. Yeah. I think those are GameStop exclusives. Yeah.
But yeah, and there's only 2 of them, but they look amazing though.
Yeah. Those are pretty dope. Yeah, the thing with Ruby, I didn't even know what it was. I know Netflix had got like the first season. They had it for a while, and you know how it says things you might be interested in. And I just saw the thumbnail of it. I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool."
The show itself is intrigued. Yeah,
the red, white, black, and yellow in the character outlines. I was like, "Oh!" So I started watching, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." The animation was nice, and I got a lot of the inside jokes. Because a lot of those jokes were really old. So I said, okay, people around my age made this because some of those jokes were so old. My kids didn't get them. And I was like, oh, that's from this old commercial from back in the 80s or whatever. And then it just got better and better. I was like, yo, this is actually a pretty good story. I like this. So yeah, it was pretty good. Ruby was pretty good. All right, yo, we
got some sort of chibi version of it now at the moment, actually.
Yeah, they have Ruby Chibis also. Yeah, I'm waiting for the next set of Ruby Pops. We talked about those in our Rumours a while ago because they were coming out with the next team is called Juniper, JNPR. That's John. Who's the N? I forgot. Pyrrha is the P. Oh, who's the R? I forgot the names of the characters now. Jesus.
Jesus isn't one of them.
Right? But for those who don't know, Ruby, RWBY, is the name of the team. It's also the name of the main character, RUBY. But the team is called RWBY because the names are Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang, RWBY. Yeah. And Team Juniper is JNPR. And the names of the teams, I can't remember, but I know John and Pyrrha is the J and the P. I forgot what the N and the R. And then they have other team names. And yeah, all the teams are put together based on the first letter of each of the members' names. So yeah. And they all have like powers. Not powers, but weapons. And one of the jokes is it's also a gun because all their weapons are like knives or something, but they also
like a scythe.
Like Ruby has the scythe that turns into a freaking sniper rifle.
Yeah.
So you know, one of the characters has these nunchucks, but they also turn into guns. Like it's crazy. It's crazy, but it's fun. It's a fun show. I love it. I gotta start watching it again. Yeah. So anyway, should we get into She-Hulk watch party territory? Like we've been running our mouths, and we're not gonna watch episode 8. We skipped it. We missed it. I mean, we watched it, but we're not doing a watch.
Yeah,
party.
We watched it, but we didn't.
But we're gonna do watch party for episode 9, the last episode. I don't even remember what happened to episode 8. I know at the end she freaked out because they showed her information.
It was kind of in the middle, wasn't it?
At the gallery.
Oh yeah, that was at the end of.
Yeah, but that was the Daredevil episode.
Daredevil
came. She met up with Daredevil. Wasn't it? Wasn't that episode 8? Yeah.
No, episode 6 she met up with Daredevil. Episode 8 was the gala.
Yeah, but that was at the end though. But before that, she was with Daredevil. Yeah, because remember after it, she was like, "This should be the end," because we came to a satisfied conclusion, which was kind of innuendo for they hooked up and she came
satisfied
to a
conclusion.
satisfying conclusion. But she said the episode kept going, and then they had the gala. Yeah. So, yeah. See, that's so bad. We only remember because it's so long ago, and we're so behind. I didn't even finish watching Andor. Andor dropped today, the last episode.
I think I'm on episode 4. I'm watching it like in the background because it's very hard for me to watch, to be honest.
What, Andor?
Yeah.
It's pretty
I'm
good.
trying
like,
I'm trying.
With Andor, I'm gonna tell you they're 3-episode arcs. So the first 3 episodes, episode 1, 2 leads into 3, and then episode 3 and 4, 4 and 5 lead into 6. So they're like 3-episode story arcs. I heard episode 7 is kind of standalone-ish as far as it's not really part of the arc, it's just part of the whole series arc. I haven't finished watching it yet. And then I heard 8, 9, 10 are going to be another 3-episode arc, and then 11 and 12 is going to be the series finale, season finale. So yeah, episode 8 was the Daredevil episode where he came in. So episode 9, whose show is it? It's such a different spin. They had to have a special director. You're going to freak so good. No, I saw the episode, Chase. We watched it. We're just doing a watch party on it because it drops on Thursday, so we don't get to watch party it till the next week. So yeah, we watched it. We just haven't.
Listen, something I wanted to see.
Yo,
we haven't discussed what we're watching next, have we?
I know we haven't. I wanted to ask you. I think Tales of the Jedi drops tomorrow, next week.
The 28th.
All the episodes that drop. Oh, that's the 28th.
I think so.
Yeah, that's Friday. Okay.
Is it a Friday? I could be wrong. Like.
Yeah, because 28th is our anniversary. That's Friday. That's next Friday. So yeah, we don't know what we're doing Nerd Watch on for next week. Well, next week we don't have to worry about it because our anniversary episode. I don't think we're going to be doing a watch party anyway. If we do a watch party, we'll do a watch party for something else, something everybody has seen that we can watch together and talk about and have fun. Like let's watch the first episode of One Piece. Look, you'd love that. look at your face. You're like, oh boy. Want to do a One Piece?
I'm getting slowly annoyed because now the movie Red that was meant to come out in November is not showing at my local cinema.
Oh wow.
It doesn't seem like it is, but I'm hoping they just delayed.
Right. I wonder how far you're gonna have to drive to watch that.
I don't think I'm going to because I'm not gonna. It's gonna be like a 2-hour drive. Like.
Oh, Quantum Leap is pretty good. I haven't watched the.
I still haven't rewatched the first
episode yet. I saw the first episode. So I can't do a watch party for the new season of One Piece because I haven't watched any of the other seasons.
No, that's going to be so confusing. But you know what we are going to do? And this is what I suggested to you, though, is when on Netflix, I think we both have Netflix, don't we?
Yeah.
For the One Piece live action.
Yeah, live action.
We can do a watch party for that because that will catch up for a lot of the story.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Absolutely.
Spoiler alert.
All right, guys, we're about to do this She-Hulk watch party for episode 9. Whose show is this? If you watched it and want to stick around and hear us just talk over it, basically, because that's what we're going to do. Hang out, we'll enjoy it. If you haven't watched it and want to watch along with us as we spoil it for you while we talk about it, you can do that too. And if you want to bounce, we understand. You don't want to get it spoiled for you, that's fine. I will tell you, it's not a spoiler, but yeah, this episode went hard left. It's like the comic though. I mean, for a lot of people who might complain about the premise, the same thing happens in the comic, in her comic. Like she was doing this before Deadpool ever did it. So yeah, it fits with the comic. She's literally done this in the comic. So with that being said, are you ready, sir? Do you want to get into it? I think so. I hit the wrong thing. Let's go. If you're ready, I'm gonna count it down.
Where are we gonna meet? Are we gonna meet?
We're
gonna start. We
We usually don't start at the same place when we hit. Damn, we gotta find a place to start at.
Well, let's start at the Marvel thing, I suppose.
Yeah. At the beginning of the fanfare, right? The whole Marvel logo done.
Well, when the logo appears.
Yeah. Like, you mean when it first starts, or when?
No, like where it says the word Marvel.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. All right. I got the Marvel coming in now. Just backing out Marvel Studios. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I paused it. Right now, I got a big danger on my screen because it jumped into the, it kind of got cut off. Went into the episode.
Cool. I'm at the danger piece as well.
You ready? All right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, press. Jennifer Walters, Esquire, lawyer. Okay, let's go.
I love the way they did this.
Yeah. See, I'm familiar with this because I used to watch the Hulk TV show when I was a kid. So all of this, I was like, oh, this is so cool. They did it just like the TV show. The whole intro, everything. Even when he was changing his tire, he hurt himself.
No, I don't remember the whole change thing, because I can't remember that. I remember maybe watching episode 2. But she kind of reminded me like of a werewolf thing when she was pulling her face like that.
Oh, right.
You know, the old school werewolf turnings?
Uh-huh.
I like Mark Ruffalo there with her.
Yeah, that was it. Like this whole thing. Even the fact that they put a different actress in the Hulk makeup, because that's what they did with Lou Ferrigno. He played the Hulk in the Hulk TV show. That was just so good. So that was pretty cool. And then she's in the cage now. Oh, love Pug. I was calling the freaking Hulk himself.
It's the fact that he's speaking like Mark Ruffalo's character as well. The same slow-paced calmness.
Yeah. I love Pug, man. Pug is an awesome character. And that goes back to what Bruce was telling her in the first episode.
Yeah.
See you as a monster, that's all you are.
The thing is, for me, like when I watch this episode, it kind of makes me want to see a second season of this.
Yeah. I mean, I heard rumors that it's already been greenlit for a second season, but I don't think they've announced it yet. So I like this part with her parents when they came together, but I found it unbelievable that all the media wouldn't have been out there. So remember, the media's been following her all this time, and now all of a sudden...
Exactly, yeah. I agree with you 100%, yeah. But I like her dad's comment. Like people go to the prison
Yeah,
all the
it's like,
time.
it's all the
It's not wrong, but not in the way he's mentioning it. Though.
He's just such a supportive dad. Like I don't think he said anything negative to her the whole show.
And this whole thing, though, like, like a neighbor wishes, it's like
Yeah, man, anonymous. Like
at any given time, you got technically only 2 neighbors.
yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
Especially
one
her
of 2
complex.
people.
There's only
You
like
know what
4
I mean?
apartments in that whole complex. So, oh man. Look, she's like, oh god.
Like I wish there was mashed potato on the table there. I eating a mashed potato.
This is so sad. She had a dope place. I like that apartment. It's so
That is a cool apartment,
Live.
yeah. Look at that beautiful shelf she's got for pops there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this was funny. He was like, "Get off my lawn."
I don't care if there's a drought.
Yeah, F you guys. And then you get a look at her bedroom. There's a lot of Easter eggs in here.
Oh, so many. Has it? Erin Brockovich. I didn't think that. You know.
Yeah. Watch a lot of the breakdowns. Go to like New Rockstars. They did an excellent breakdown of this. But I love this part with Nikki because you know how when you go to somebody's house and they be like, "Oh, do you want anything?" And then usually you're like, "No, I'm good." She was like, "No, I'll just take a turkey sub." Blah blah blah. Like she rattled off a whole bunch of stuff. And the funny part is her mother came in with it a couple minutes later. Like, what? Oh,
Chicken boy.
chicken boy, the panda. Yeah, I swear, I love the actor Nikki and Pug. They are so good in this show.
This is like a glass of wine and everything with it.
Yeah, she brought the whole thing. And this is something that I haven't seen anyone talk about. This video that they're showing, that's from
Yeah.
her show Orphan Black.
Is
She
it?
has, yeah, because one of her characters, that's how her character looked with the braids and the glasses. So yeah, that's from Orphan Black. I was like, holy crap! They actually, and nobody's talking about it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
I feel for a turkey sandwich now.
Right? But you can't be Girl Hulk anymore. Like you think her mom would know her name, Girl Hulk.
I love this part too. Like we don't need that.
Like nope, we're good. I love this.
So we got some.
Yeah, Kevin already took care of it. Those last ones, I don't know why they won't go away, but yeah, Kevin already took care of it. That's why I was saying thanks, guys, because I saw them going away. But yeah. This was another thing that I was like, so she just left and no reporters outside. You try to tell me they ain't outside chilling? They'll be camping out to get any info they can. It's like when they do reporters so realistic and then make it fake. Like
Yeah, it's silly though.
they would have been hiding out trying to get all the info they can. Yeah, I can't get them to go away. I'm trying to get them.
No. I actually pushed the menu thing and it was still up, so I got it to go away.
Oh, okay. I like this part with
the way she set them up.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Of course, she kind of apologized for uploading the the video, but at the same time, it's like, listen, we got to get it.
I don't know about you, but I was kind of annoyed at who it ended up being.
Yeah. I was kind of like, okay, that wasn't a surprise, but the fact that he started the whole thing, that was kind of whack. It's like, come on.
Hey Kevin, are you re-watching this with us at the moment on your massive, like 75 screen TV? I think you got. Kevin's got a massive TV, bro.
Oh. I got a small TV. It's right here, my little TV. I have a 4-inch TV.
I've got a 14-inch laptop screen. I love. Oh man, this guy is so funny though. Like I really dig this guy.
Oh yeah, I love Pug. Pug is so cool. He's just a bro, man. I like this. This isn't that. Yeah. Cause the funny part is like they're complaining about the female characters and saying that it's not because they're female.
Yeah.
But they didn't mention anything that they don't like about the character except that they're female. So obviously you hate the character because they're female. I like this part. Because the guy was like, I'd do him or something.
And he's hot.
I'd smash. Somebody in the background said, I'd smash. Like, what? It's stupid. I found it kind of weird that it was so hard for him to get into character of a man hater, a woman hater. Like, you haven't been around enough men in your life that are like that to just imitate it. Like, it'd have been so easy for me to just be one of those dudes. Like, I've seen enough of it growing up to understand women hating men. Like, I get it. But that just shows how cool Pug is. He's like, I can't even pretend, man. I'm so not one of you guys.
But this is what I love about these is like where they implement scenes where like the phone dies and things like that. I love it. I think it's super creative. This guy, this what's his name? Hulk King. What's it?
Hulk King. Todd. Yeah.
Yeah. Flipping jumping around on the stage like that. Oh my god! Stop.
But see, the thing with the phone dying, it annoyed me at first. I was like, of course, here comes the TV trope of the phone dying. But then when I found out where they were, I'm like, oh, it totally makes sense.
Because there's no signal and stuff. Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, I get it.
Did you say I missed the chicken blend?
Blood. Cause remember the fake vampire guy? He was putting
he took chicken blood,
yeah. And this, I was like, okay, he changed to an abomination. They didn't detect it. Why? Because remember, he was supposed to have the inhibitor on.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got
I actually I still remember trying to look for it, if I can remember. Yeah, I think the bracelet is not on here.
Yeah. And we got the hint that he had taken it off before, because the other episode when they went up there, but they still ain't really explain it, like how he got it off or whatever. But I guess that's one of the reasons why She-Hulk did what she did, because a lot of the storylines wasn't making sense. So
yeah. But Abomination doesn't really look like Abomination. Do you know what I mean? Like
he looks more like the comic version of him. Than
is it like a fish man?
Yeah. Although he's not a fish man, but he kind of looks like one. So yeah.
Is it a real apology?
Yeah. Because it's not an apology. He's not apologizing for what he did. He's apologizing that you're mad about what he did. So that's not an apology.
Doing.
When he just literally got handed superpowers.
Yeah, he literally got handed, yeah.
I like that she like
He squealed like a rabbit.
Yeah. And as I was watching this, I was like, it's not that easy. Like, people been trying to synthesize the Hulk's blood forever. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. I was kind of like, this can't be where this is going.
But like the thing is, for me, I would love to see the Hulk King as a character, though. Like the whole "come at me, bro," and his stupidity would be so fun.
Yeah. And then the Hulk came. I'm like, wait, Titania came? The Hulk is here? I was like, all right. This is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was like, geez, this escalated so quick.
Yeah, that's when you need that meme. Well, that escalated quickly. Then this happened. I was like, what? Oh, God.
This was like one of the best pieces ever. Like,
it was so cool. And I know a lot of people watching on TV probably was like, what?
I got surprised by it. I got surprised. I still showed Sam. I was like,
oh. And she broke into the real world. The fake real world. This is crazy. I was like, wait a minute. She went into the making of show. Like, what? But this is something she's done in the comics. She's literally broken through the panels and have talked to the writers of her own book and told them to change the story. So I'm like, oh, okay. What's up, Tats? She-Hulk watch party. We're watching the last episode of She-Hulk. So if you don't want any spoilers, run away. And this is funny because the actual writer is the Asian lady on the left. She's the one who wrote and directed the show. Well, maybe didn't write the whole show, but she's, the showrunner in the red dress. That's actually Jessica Gao right there. From what I heard, all these guys, except for him and the Asian lady sitting next to him, those are actors. But every other person in the room is an actual writer on the show. So I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. And the thing with this, like, as I'm watching it now, because I have the closed captioning on, and they spelled Kevin regular now. But when I first watched it, it spelled it K.E.V.I.N. So when I read it, I was like, why'd they spell it like that? And then the way they kept saying Kevin, I was like, oh, it's gonna be an algorithm or something. Boo. So I knew what was happening before she met him. That was kind of a spoiler. I was like, damn it. But I liked all this with all the Iron Man armors, the toys in the background, the Infinity Gauntlet. This was all pretty cool. And the fact that you have to sign a non-disclosure, I heard that's real. Like when you go to the studio, they make you sign the non-disclosure policy. That's right there. I noticed a little glitch in the animation when she jumped on her back. I found it kind of odd that she was like really beating the crap out of them. Like, they're just doing their job, lady. Calm down. Like, she almost murdered that dude.
These guys did nothing. Like,
yeah, you the one breaking in. They're trying to stop you. I found this pretty cool. I was like, damn, I would just live in that room. Look at that screen. All the Marvel movies. Yeah, I find it funny that they changed the closed caption. When I first watched it, Kevin, they kept spelling out with the dots as an acronym. Now they have it just written as Kevin. But this was funny. He said, you're very expensive. The cameras are off here. I like that they called it out because I kept saying every time she changes, they very rarely show it on screen. That was funny. This was so cool. And the fact that all the, like, they literally called out everything that everybody says about Marvel and their shows and everything. Like, it was just so funny.
I like that these lights. Remember the old school TVs when you looked so close to the screen, you saw the red, blue, and green lights.
Yeah, the pixels. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they call Technicolor. It used to be on the side of TVs. It used to have the little Technicolor with the red, blue, and green symbol on it.
When color TVs first came out, remember?
Yeah, back then, yeah.
That sounded funny, didn't it?
Listen, I used to watch black and white TV.
Yeah, we had black and white TV for the longest of time. Listen, not to go too far off track, but I told my oldest I'm older than Google. He almost fainted.
Yeah, right? People don't get that. Like, yeah, a lot of this stuff is new. Google only came out in
2007,
the 90s. Google was out in the 90s because I remember Buffy the
97.
Vampire Slayer. They used to talk about Google, and I loved Buffy. So yeah.
I know Kevin's channel is Crazy Scotch Collector, but if you had to change his channel name to KEVIN, would be funny. You know, like K.E.D.V.
Kevin, change your channel name. K.E.D.V.I.N. and then put P.O.P. Kevin Pop. I like they had the comic covers in the back. They called out that there's a lack of sex scenes, all the daddy issues.
Oh boy.
I look at cameras.
I got a little bit annoyed with the whole Daredevil thing. I just need Daredevil to be like totally opposite to what his character normally is, all spooning over a chick. Like,
I smash worlds and bad endings, and sometimes Matt Murdock. I like that. To see on the big screen, he's like, no.
sometimes Brad Murdoch.
I like that she said, should she transform back? What's the most budget friendly? And they just skipped to the next scene. She's changed. There you go. She didn't have to transform. And then Daredevil just, there's not even a tree there. He just fell from the sky.
Jen, I'm here to help.
I found it funny that Jen didn't know who Daredevil was, but Titania did. But considering that she's into social media, she would have known, like, a superhero, or she would at least be more likely to know who he was.
But they definitely did a lot of like, screw it, we'll just do it like this.
Yeah.
Moments, like the one that's coming up now.
No. I love those, like, yeah, you know he's dating Jen, but you know, I'm just gonna openly hit on him right here. I don't care. Jeez. Good Chad. This was super surprising. I was like, oh, they actually just introduced.
That's what I'm saying. They just said, screw it, we're just dropping it here.
Yep. It's like, wait, what? And they just left it like that. I'm like, oh, that's it.
And that's it. They just left it. I was like, what?
Like, here's my son, Scar. We're out. Both. And of course, right back to, you know, woman thing where you have to ask them what they're wearing or who they're wearing. You don't ask men that at all, but you always ask women that. It's so cool. But with the whole Hulk thing with Scar, like I was saying, I was surprised he just dropped it in like that and just left it. So you know, okay, he's either going to be part of the Young Avengers to replace Hulkling, who's actually a Skrull, or they might even still do Hulkling, or they're starting the World War Hulk storyline, or World War Hulks, because there's two different storylines. But
do you see that? Sorry to break away. You see that pictures of Kevin, the ones that's drawn in the courtroom drawings?
Uh-huh.
It looks like he's wearing a baseball cap.
Yeah, that's something else that the people were commenting on. That his visor on the camera looked like a baseball hat because Kevin Feige always wears the baseball hat, and that's supposed to be like the fake Kevin Feige of that world who creates the universe. So it's like that was pretty cool. I like how they did that. This was, was it the best Marvel show ever? No, I'm not gonna say that. I mean, I don't think any of the recent shows were that good. They were entertaining. I liked them. I enjoyed them. Took them for what they were, but none of them are as good as the first few Marvel shows. Like, I still think WandaVision is the best. Loki is second. Falcon and Winter Soldier was great. I think it was the weakest, mainly because you could tell that the storyline was all chopped up, but it was still good. Excuse me. I know I'm forgetting some, but those were definitely the better shows. I found this for like Wong is just breaking the law all over the place and ain't paying for nothing. Like he broke the law in the other episode and he just bounced. Then he came back, asked She-Hulk for help. I'm like, wait, isn't he still wanted?
Yeah.
And now he just broke Emil out of prison again, and he's just like, whatever.
The Star Wars Tales of the Jedi is on the 26th.
Oh, so that's
next week Wednesday.
That's next week Wednesday.
But there's only like 6 episodes.
Yeah, they all drop in the same day. And this short, I heard they're like 15-minute episodes or something like that. So, I mean, if you wanna, we could do a watch party, watch 1 or 2 episodes. We don't have to watch all of them. If you want to, I'd be down with that. We can discuss it. Because from what I heard, like Ahsoka and Dooku are like the main characters of the.
Yeah, did you watch the trailer for it?
No, I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Yeah, this is when you look on Disney Plus, they actually got a trailer there for it.
Okay. Gotta watch it. Where is it? Not gonna watch it now. Just Werewolf by Night. Did you watch Werewolf by Night?
No. I was looking at it though.
Dude, watch it. It's good. It took me a while to watch it because it was out for like maybe 4 days before I finally sat down and watched it. Really good. Really good. I was like, oh wow, it was much better than I thought. I mean, I figured it was going to be good, but it was much better than I thought. I was like, holy crap, this is good.
Holy crap.
And I mean, it's not like spectacular, oh my god, must see, but definitely was better than I thought. And worth your time. It's only about an hour long, 50 minutes, something like that. So it's not that long. But I think it's worth it. It was pretty good. Pretty good. What was I gonna say? Oh, overall, is it gonna watch that at the weekend? Yeah, Werewolf by Night, definitely worth watching. Overall, She-Hulk, thoughts, concerns, hopes for the future, ratings, whatever. If you have any.
For me, it wasn't obviously your typical Marvel show, but I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed that more than Ms. Marvel. I actually haven't even continued watching Ms. Marvel.
Oh, really? Okay.
But this was really cool. I kind of liked it. It kind of got a little bit slow towards the middle, like the 4th episode or so. The 4th and the 5th episode. But then I think what sold me was the way they did the ending. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it a second season, but I can't imagine what the story would be. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? What's going to be a main villain? What's it going to be? Like, are they going to kind of make it than like an actual law series where every episode is a different case.
Right. Which is
You know
what
what I
I
mean?
expected for this show. Not every episode, but I figured it would be a lot more law
Yeah.
centric, I guess. But yeah. When and if She-Hulk has
But
a
yeah, definitely. I dig it,
That's
man.
what we're talking about.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry. He said, when and if She-Hulk has a season 2, what will the story be? I was like, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, that's the show definitely went a little different than what I expected. But after seeing the whole thing and knowing what the comic book was like, okay, it was basically like the comic. She's very self-aware that she's in a comic book. She's to go to the writers and yell at them to change the story or when things didn't make sense. Like, so that was on point. I do think a lot of it was when you get to the last episode, it kind of makes you feel like, when you watch a show and then you find out at the end, oh, it was all a dream or it never happened so that's kind of how I feel. It's like I just watched this whole show and like half of the show doesn't matter anymore. Like the whole thing with them trying to get her blood, that was like one of the driving plot lines through the whole show. And then at the end, it just got erased. Like, okay, we'll drop the blood story. But that's still, like, that's what we were following this whole time. I understand, like, Todd himself is just a bad dude. And I get that. But him trying to get your blood was like, well, not him. I mean, of course, we thought it was somebody different. He was just a part of it. But, it's like, that was the whole buildup. And, like, there being a higher power behind it. And it was just kind of like, it was kind of a letdown, I mean, it was enjoyable for what it was, and I get the whole breaking the fourth wall and going to Kevin and changing the story and making it more about her journey as being She-Hulk. And, first she just wanted to be Jen, then she enjoyed being She-Hulk, and then she kind of got a good mix of being both, and, like, her coming to terms with the changes in her life. But yeah, at the end it just kind of turned into, okay, well, a lot of those things don't matter anymore. So I was kind of like, okay, so you had me invested in a whole show where it doesn't even matter. But her story still mattered, but the whole bloodline story didn't matter. That's what I mean when I say didn't matter. So I got it, but at the same time I was let down. It would have been better if him being the person to create the intelligentsia and to be the one to steal her blood, that part of the story just was stupid. And just have the higher power be someone else that we find out in season 2 or whatever other show that bleeds into this. Like, that would have been a better ending, a better change for them to do. So, because she could have been like, ooh, a setup for season 2. It wasn't Todd who stole my blood, it was some other mysterious force. Ooh, like if she did something like that, I'd have been like, okay, makes sense. But just to drop the whole storyline just like that, it's like, oh, so you just had me invested in the whole storyline that just is gone. So you kind of cheated the audience right there. But overall, again, but overall, She-Hulk was, I enjoyed it. I took it for what it was, as far as it was trolling the internet trolls with a lot of what it was doing. So I definitely enjoyed that. And the setup for other shows, because it's set up Daredevil because his show is coming, and then of course it's setting up the Hulk for his inevitable next movie, which I know they're trying to do, but I don't think they have the distribution rights, blah blah blah, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So, and Titania being in it was great, but there should have been a better resolution to that storyline too, because at the end of the day there really wasn't a resolution. They had to fight at the wedding, and then she showed up in the last episode. Okay. Like, there's no resolution. So, kind of left me feeling like, okay, we got a little cheated there, but at the same time, like I said, it was an enjoyable show, so I'm not gonna hate it for that. But no, not one of the better Marvel shows, but one of the funnier and more enjoyable as far as, yeah, just watch this for the silliness that it is. Don't take it as serious as some of the other Marvel shows. So,
yeah, no, for sure. But I mean, I like, as I said, I enjoyed it so much more than
Miss Marvel, yeah.
Miss Marvel. But I mean, then again, I kind of, not that I didn't enjoy Miss Marvel, I just kind of at the time had other things, something else to watch.
Yeah.
And then I preferred to watch that at the time, so
yeah.
I guess just that's what it is, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna give you crap. Like, yeah, I know I give Chase crap about hating on Groot. That's just me messing with him. But you know, if you didn't enjoy Miss Marvel, or it's just not your flavor as far as I'm trying to watch it, I'm just not enjoying it. It's not for you. That's not for you. I don't care. But this or Miss Marvel, I liked Miss Marvel better. Not because I think the show was overall better, but more for the characters and how they treated the characters. Because the whole fact that she's in a Pakistani world, which is something that we generally see on TV, and the fact that they went into it and didn't explain a lot of the culture. They explained some of it through exposition, but they kind of put it like in the show as this is just how we are, you know? So I like that part of it, of not over explaining a culture for people who aren't familiar. So I like how they treated those characters. But yeah, overall as a show, I think I'll rewatch She-Hulk before I rewatch Miss Marvel, because She-Hulk was just funnier and it was just basically more entertaining in my opinion. But I do like how they did Miss Marvel as far as the character and her family and the culture. So why is this? Yeah, Chase, you know I'm always gonna give you crap about the group thing, because you was just so upset about it being so short. But something I wanted to ask you, I don't think I ever asked you, but did you at least like the episodes? I know they were short, but did you like them? Did you enjoy them? Because are you just mad because they were short, or are you mad because you just didn't like the show? That's what I wanted to ask.
Did you give it like a second chance and actually go and watch it? Like,
because yeah, I don't like the fact that they were that short, but at least 3 of the episodes I actually enjoyed. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. So you know, but yeah, definitely waiting for. I mean, I'm enjoying Andor right now. I know for a lot of people who aren't Star Wars fans, it might be a little slow or not as enjoyable as a big Star Wars adventure, but for a Star Wars nerd like me, this is awesome, because I'm getting a lot of Easter eggs and mentioning planets and species and things. It's like, oh my god. So I'm loving it. But even if you're not a Star Wars fan, I think it's a pretty good show in general. It's just a slow burn. It's one of those shows where it's going to take a while to get to the main thing, and then like I said with the 3 story arc, like the first 2 episodes is kind of build, then everything happens in the 3rd episode. Then episode 4 and 5 is build, and everything happens in episode 6. So, but you know, it's like I said, for a Star Wars nerd like me, it's coming around. It's yeah, I'm loving it. I'm just loving it. And I think the next Marvel show. What's the next Marvel show?
I'm not sure.
I
think a lot of stuff is only going to start next year, isn't it?
Yeah, probably, because I know Black Panther is next month. It's November 11th, and that's the end of Phase 4. So I think everything else will be Phase 5. So yeah, I think the next Marvel show is not till next year. So, oh man, but overall, like, I love them just so short. One of the series I expected to see.
I think the next one would be Secret Invasion, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. So not a big fan, but starting to enjoy, especially the last episode. Andor, the Andor breakdowns. Like I've been watching. I haven't watched the latest one because I haven't finished watching episode 7 yet. But I've watched a lot of the breakdowns for the other episodes, and they're catching a lot of stuff that I'm missing. So I'm like, yo. And again, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. I know I'm gonna miss a lot of stuff, but there was stuff I thought, I caught that other people wouldn't catch, and people are catching those plus more. So there's a lot of stuff in the Andor show that's like, you definitely have to look at it and be able to catch it. Because I mean, the one thing, one of my favorite places is when they go to the antique shop, Luthen's shop, like all the stuff he has in there. I'm just like geeking out with all the stuff in there. I'm like, oh my god, that's another thing, and that's this other thing. And then when they do the breakdowns and they can actually freeze frame and point stuff out that I can't catch, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't catch that. Like, oh, that's so cool. So yeah, that's one of those Star Wars shows where it's great for background on what was happening in the Star Wars universe from a smaller point of view, not the big grandiose adventure. And at the same time, for Star Wars nerds, it's definitely a great like Easter egg hunt, because a lot of the stuff isn't necessarily Easter eggs. It's just kind of like, well, this is an antique shop or a shop that deals in these specialty items you can't find everywhere. And it's like, yeah, it makes sense for this place to have this stuff. But in all the other places, it's not like an Easter egg hunt where it's like, oh, this thing is in the background for no reason, or look at this thing over here. It's just little things that show that they're part of this larger world. Like the equipment that they're using, it's like, oh, was in this movie, so I know the connection. Or like the thing with the TIE fighters, like when the TIE fighters are powering up and they're clicking the switches, it's like, oh, that's all the sounds you heard from like from A New Hope or whatever movie. It's like, oh, it's so cool. So cool. So yeah, it's definitely like Rogue one of my favorite movies, probably my second or third favorite behind Empire Strikes Back. But Andor is quickly becoming one of my favorite Star Wars shows because it's just what it's setting up, and all the characters are interesting. Like, you know, most shows the main character and then you get a couple of side characters that you're following, but in this show, just about every character has a story that I'm interested in following. Like, if they did a show about each of these characters separately, I'd watch all of these shows because every character is interesting to me. Like, what's their story? I want to know. That's just my opinion. And again, as a Star Wars fan, yeah. So, I mean, I can't wait to the end. Just oh. And I've also been watching House of the Dragon. Oh my god, that's so good. Did you see the last episode?
No, I stopped watching it after that thingy, and I don't know.
Dude, the last episode was so good. And next week's episode, this Sunday coming, is the 10th episode. This is the season finale. Episode 9 was so, well, not the whole episode. A big chunk of it was okay. But that end, I was like, oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh. So yeah, I'm telling you, TV is so good. I wish I didn't have a job where this would be the time where me having a desk job would have been awesome. I remember having a desk job back when I first found out about YouTube in the like early 2000s, and used to watch YouTube all day. This is the type of job I need to watch all the shows that I need to watch. For real. Because, oh man, such good stuff out there.
I remember getting hooked on One Piece during night orders, so I can see what you're saying with having an office job and just get you going with all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, because you have a lot more downtime. Or you can do your job while still watching, or at least have it on in the background, you know? Like my job, I could technically do my job and have something on in the background to listen to, but because of the safety sensitive nature of my job and the fact that any distraction could cause harm, injury, or worse, like, yeah, they don't allow us to do that. But I could. It's just like driving and listening to the radio. Like, most of us do that, you know? But yeah, they're not going to let us do that. So, you know. So watch the series C. Crazy good. What is it on? Or Chase doesn't have. Chase is like, I don't know. I got
I think that's on Amazon. Maybe it's on Amazon. That's with Aquaman, isn't it? What's his name? Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. Oh, and I just started watching because I just watched I've been watching the last season of The Walking Dead, season 11. So I've been trying to keep up with that now. And I've been watching this show called Tales of the Walking Dead. I saw the first episode, and I'm watching the second episode not as we speak, but currently. And that show is pretty. I'm like, oh, so much TV. Oh my god. I'm looking for it. I don't see it on here. On Amazon.
I can't remember. He's on one of the streaming services, but I can't remember which one.
It's probably HBO.
No, from on my side, I don't have HBO.
Oh, okay. You're like my side, son. Oh yeah. Like I'm trying. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I haven't edited and put out any videos for like 2-3 weeks. I've been so YouTube burnt out, and I've just been watching shows. So I've been catching up, like I said, Walking Dead. Been watching House of the Dragon. She-Hulk. Like I'm just. So yeah, if you don't see me on YouTube for a minute. Oh, Apple TV. Okay, I don't have Apple TV. That's the one I don't have access to. I don't have anybody.
Yeah, I didn't.
Apple TV account.
I didn't put All Heat out on Friday.
Yeah, man.
Before we come back, I know it made people sad and everything, but like I was just a little bit drained. But yeah, not in a negative light or anything. I was just like,
just tired. You had a lot of
things happening. I did try to do the My Rise with Roger Quinn live the other night.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah,
I think the mic and shit was a bit crappy, but I did it downstairs in the living room, so I didn't have my proper mic there and everything. But
yeah, that was pretty cool. That's actually something I'm gonna start doing more of, is playing games, like streaming live, because so definitely don't want to.
I did it through StreamYard. And I used my capture card, and then I changed the camera to the USB, because that's how the capture card works on my Chromebook.
Okay. And
it seems to work. It plays it perfectly with no glitches. It's just the mic. I have to plug the mics and stuff in properly next time.
Yeah. I can stream to YouTube through Twitch. Well, I can stream to Twitch live, but then I can. Download and then upload the video to YouTube. But Fett found out a way to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I gotta hit up Fett to find out about that, how to do that, because I want to
use OBS. I know Fett uses OBS with a lot of stuff.
Okay, I gotta see, because I'm gonna be streaming from my Xbox, whatever games I'm playing, because I still have the Xbox One. I haven't upgraded yet, so.
I don't know if it's on Xbox One, and I don't know if you got the Game Pass or not, but there's this really cool game I'm playing now when I got free time called Outriders. It's a pretty cool game. I dig it.
Alright, I'll look it up.
You should have a look.
Yeah, because I saw the new Ghostbusters game. Ghostbusters, I think it's called Spirits Unleashed. I heard it's pretty good, and I'm like, oh, that's a game I would like to play. I love Ghostbusters, so that'd be fun. And then, of course, I stopped playing what you call it, the Force, what the, Jedi Survivor. Jesus.
You see, the problem with that though, like I love that game, but the reason I stopped playing that is that you got to get to certain points of the game. Otherwise, you have to backtrack. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to get to certain points to save stuff, and that's frustrating, especially if I have to just put the game down and then not go back into it for a few days.
Right. Yeah, the thing that frustrated me was my third episode I streamed, and there was a glitch or something with the mic, so it was just like this high pitched squeal, and it glitched the whole video. So I couldn't upload. Whenever I uploaded it to YouTube, even if I tried to just delete the sound, like mute the sound, like at a certain point of the video, it would just glitch, and then it's just me talking and no video. So it frustrated me, and I was like, do I just replay the whole level or just pick up from there? And so yeah, I'm just kind of like, F it. But I'm gonna just start back from the beginning, and I'll just play it over. So.
Listen, I know we're going to end the show soon and everything, and I'll just maybe drop it in here quick. Do you see my man Bray Wyatt's back?
Yes. Oh, that's something I wanted to talk to you about. As far as changing up the format of the show, we're gonna start talking some wrestling. That was freaking awesome,
man. Like it was so emotional.
I haven't seen the shows yet. I did catch the
dude.
YouTube replay of that when he came to the ring and he was talking to the fans and stuff. I was like,
what? Like I can't wait till this Friday to see what's happening, man. Oh, yes. Bro.
Bray Wyatt.
I'm so glad he's back. I'm so glad.
Yes, and that pay-per-view because I totally forgot that he didn't show up because there was rumors that he was going to be there. Then we get to the end of the show, and I totally forgot. I wasn't even thinking about it. And then I heard the promo thing play because I wasn't watching at that point. I'm doing whatever. I had my earbud in. I ran back to my phone. I was like,
yeah, like
and I was sitting there going,
like I thought nothing was going to happen, right? And the one part that really annoyed me was the fact that Michael Cole said this. He's like, are we still live? Are we live? It's like,
yeah.
I thought that was so dumb. What they should have done was they should have said something casual to each other.
Yeah,
like,
they should just start
talking. That was a great show. Jeez, I'm excited for Monday night.
Yeah, something like
that. Not, are we still live? I thought that was so dumb, such a dumb thing to say.
Yeah,
you know,
that just took you out of.
But then it led into it. But the best, man. Oh man, when he came through the door with that blue light.
Yeah,
paying homage to Luke Harper, to Brody Lee.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh man, after it's so amazing. Yeah, I knew the Exalted one. I was like, oh dude, he's doing it, and it's like, oh man.
Yeah, then they were showing all the different characters, and I was like, oh man. So are they gonna have wrestlers actually be these characters?
And nobody knows. A lot of people are saying that.
Like,
God. A lot of people are saying that they're leaving it there. And that's the old, and now the new's coming in and everything.
Okay.
But I mean, there was obviously the talk of the Wyatt 6, and there's also the Minds, or the 6 Minds Wyatt. There's this guy that's introducing now in that new mask. That's the 6th Wyatt.
Okay. You
got Husky Harris, got Bray Wyatt from original NXT. You know, the Swamp guy. Then you got Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, and then you got the Fiend Bray Wyatt, that one, and now you got Bray Wyatt, and then you got the Fiend, and then you got this guy that's coming now.
Okay.
Or the Bray Wyatt and the Fiend's fine, and then you got Wyndham, which is the one, which is the guy that spoke on Friday.
Who's in the ring?
In the ring tour, like himself, like Wyndham is his name.
Right.
And then you got the guy in the mask who is yet to have a name.
Okay. So
I don't know. It's everybody's like thinking like the old Bray Wyatt stuff is finished and this is all new. Because if you watch the promo, he says you may think you're done, but you aren't. You've still got so much more to give. The guy says, and it's like, what is going to happen, man? It's just
I just can't wait. One thing,
level of storytelling is just
Yeah, and I hope they just tell the story and don't rush him into a feud with one of the top people for a title, like out of the blue. Like, he's one of those characters that doesn't need a title to get over.
Definitely not.
Like,
Definitely
there's
not.
a lot of wrestlers, like, it's, yeah, put the title on him for a minute just because, but he doesn't need it. And Bray Wyatt is one of those wrestlers that doesn't need the title. So
See,
I hope they don't rush him to a title. Just let his story play out the way it should.
But yeah, his brother's back as well, apparently. His brother's been seen. Bo Dallas. So
Oh,
that's
Bo
really
Dallas
cool.
is his brother? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I
I don't follow wrestling that closely anymore. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's
it's
cool.
probably mentioned.
So that's
I just
cool.
didn't know, but okay, cool.
So that's cool. So like, hopefully he'll join that group or whatever the case may be. I don't know. It's gonna be so cool. I can't wait till Friday.
Yeah. And from what I've heard, I mean, since I can't watch SmackDown or Raw live because stupid ass Peacock app, I don't get the latest like the episode of Raw that just dropped this Monday. I won't get it for like 2-3 weeks.
So, yeah, it's like, what's the point? Like,
yeah, but yeah, from what I've heard, they've been steadily improving since Triple H took over. So I'm like, all right, that's pretty good.
You know, Triple H has actually got COVID now this past week.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
He caught COVID. I was like, oh boy, wow.
He's still running the show from video call, man. I'm telling you that.
Listen, hey, you think Vince would have let that stop him? Nope. So Triple H, you gotta learn from that example. Like, I want to know what Vince is thinking based on the decisions Triple H is making, because I hear he's bringing back a lot of people.
There's a lot of people saying that Vince actually isn't really out of charge. He still is in charge. But I'm thinking like something like that would have been leaked long ago if it was real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also, like I said, the fact that a lot of wrestlers that Vince just fired are being brought back. Like, why would you bring back all these wrestlers you fired if he was still in charge? Like, no, you wouldn't.
Yeah, not all of them. Just I think it's mostly just the Triple H guys.
Yeah.
You know,
like so,
and not all of the guys. Like the one guy from the Undisputed Era with Adam Cole. He's like, what's his name? Bobby Fish or something. He's like, come guys, let's leave AEW, let's go back to WWE. Triple H is in charge, and then nobody wanted to leave.
Really?
Yeah, and then he got released, so now he's in TNA Impact.
Wow,
so that's really crazy. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, but it looks like it's pretty fun. Like the last pay-per-view, I wanted to talk to you about it. I was like, well, we should do a show on it. Well, I didn't say it to you, but I was thinking.
That's what you think, yeah.
It was fun. Outside of the few matches, like the strap match, I didn't like, but and there was another match I didn't like. I don't remember it all now, but for the most part, most of the matches were pretty cool. Extreme Rules.
Yeah, the thing is, like towards the end, obviously, I enjoyed that pay-per-view. The pay-per-view was very good. I did enjoy it. The one match I didn't enjoy was the Bailey and Bianca Belair match. I think that was. I think the ladder match was the wrong choice, perhaps.
I enjoyed the match.
I enjoyed the match, but I just think that it was the wrong thing. They did a good job selling the gimmick.
Yeah.
But I think it was the wrong gimmick.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. I think they should have gotten like a table match or something else, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. It should have something.
The Judgment Day match was fantastic.
That was pretty good. That was pretty cool.
The Edge and Finn Balor, beauty match. I really enjoyed it. And I was kind of disappointed.
I was like, holy crap, she came out.
Yeah. And then towards the end of the show, where what you call it didn't show up, Bray Wyatt didn't show up yet. I was kind of disappointed, but I was pleased. You know, the rest of the roster actually did carry the show, like especially with Edge, and the opening match was good. You know, everything was good. You know, but I was like, okay, Bray didn't come. I am sad about it. But when he came in the last 6 minutes, I was like, dude. Like my kids were watching, my youngest watches wrestling with me all the time now. He's a big Judgment Day fan, believe it or not. It's the craziest thing ever. Rey Mysterio, like it's nuts. And he's like, "Is he coming back today, Dad?" And I said, "No, it doesn't look like it." And then the lights went off, and I went nuts. And I don't go nuts like that in front of the kids because I don't want them to, get the wrong idea. Like I tell them to calm down, and then Dad's going nuts. You know what I mean?
Control your emotions. You
was like throwing, and I was losing it. And like Sam's like holding it. Just a step back. Dad's watching this part. Just don't talk. Yeah, and
it was really good. Really good.
And the whole like thing as they were transitioning through like the playhouse and everything was the kids were getting creeped out. And like Sam is like, "Don't watch if it's gonna scare you," but their eyes were glued to it.
Yeah, right.
It was the funniest thing.
Yeah, it was so good, so good. Yeah, it was pretty good. The one thing that, well, I won't say the one thing. It's probably a lot. I just can't think of it all now. But I liked the Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey match. It was the best match, but I liked how they did it. The only thing I wish Liv Morgan had done is like throughout the match, if she had actually enjoyed the beating more, because towards the end,
I think that was the idea, though.
Yeah,
I think Liv Morgan kind of lost the idea, I think, of that, or didn't follow through on the memo, because you could feel the way Ronda was hitting her with the bat. It was like, if we just entered like the adult scene or something like that, because it was so like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And a lot of people noticed and they were talking about it, and then right at the end, as you're gonna say, the end of the match.
Yeah, then she started smiling, and when she passed out, like she was enjoying the pain. It's like that should have been a progression through the match to show that she wanted the pain, she wanted the beating. Like, she is losing it or transitioning to this new persona, whatever it was, but it just didn't come off right. It's like, I see what they were going for, but I think they dropped the ball on it. So.
Just to the ending wasn't enough. We got it, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, but I did like the match though. It was good. I mean,
like the matches were good.
It gave Liv Morgan a little more credibility as a tough opponent, because in a Extreme Rules match, Ronda Rousey should just beat her down easily.
Without problem at all, no.
But the fact that she was able to hold her own, not necessarily strength-wise, but the fact that she could take the beating, that just shows that she's tough enough to be in the ring with somebody who can be on her. But listen, I could take the beating and wear you down and still win. So, I like that. So that's the type of thing you have to do for people who, like, you don't expect them to beat this other person, but if you show that they're able to take a beating and outsmart you or use something against you without necessarily cheating, it gives them more credibility to beat an opponent that they shouldn't be able to beat. So I think they gave Liv Morgan a little more to her character than just being the underdog. It's like, oh, she's an underdog, but she can take a beating. So yeah, she's a tough ass underdog. So I kind of like that.
For sure.
Yeah. But before we go into a whole new category, because we keep saying we're leaving and then we start talking about more stuff. Like I said, no new videos in the foreseeable future. I mean, I still got old stuff to edit, so I might edit something to drop, but I haven't filmed anything new. I'm actually going to do a channel update video soon, so you guys know where I'm taking the channel. If you're not watching on the replay or not watching live, then you'll see it in that video. If you are watching the replay or watching live, then when that video drops, you'll see it. You got anything going on, bro?
I'm gonna do my best to try and get All Elite out this Friday. But yeah, it's a bit challenging at this moment. But yeah, I'll do my best. I can't promise anything.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, listen, we got stuff going on behind the scenes. We both have stuff going on. A lot of it personal. I can't even say some of it. A lot of it personal. So, yeah, YouTube is definitely becoming kind of back burnerish at the moment. Pop the Chaos was supposed to be this week. I don't know who's doing it. I didn't remember till today that, oh yeah, we're supposed to be doing a Pop the Chaos. So I hit up the people who's supposed to be this week, possibly, and see if they can. If not, then either we skip a week or somebody else has to jump in. I don't know. I'll put it in the group chat later, but we'll see what happens. Because it's kind of short notice. I didn't remember to remind the person whose week it is until today. So I don't know if they're ever there. So yeah, just stay in touch with all of our Instagrams and you'll see us post it if it's happening this week. Other than that, congrats to Chase for finally getting his internet back. Hopefully we see a Saturday morning Funko Brew review. I said it right earlier. Next week, Hot Popics 2-year anniversary. Don't know what we're planning. If we're planning anything, I don't know. But, 2 years, we're probably just going to talk crap. And depending on if Funko does anything special or not, we might not even talk Funko. We might just reminisce on our 2 years. Who knows? But with that being said, I'm Ella the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T. This is the Hot Popics live stream. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
You're still here. It's over. Go home. Go.
It's over.